apparently.
Sending it. We're live. Welcome in. Check the mic. Live watch along. Confirm that we're live. Let us know.
Yeah, somebody actually.
In the chat.
Let's fire up the YouTube and see if we are in fact live.
Welcome to the first ever live watch along from Check the Mic Studio. Let's see how we're doing here. Look at us.
Where are we? We're live.
Look.
Hey, we're there.
Yeah, there we are. There we are. We're live. And we need some people to fill in. Start talking. Come check us out.
Well, we can start
Tweet it out there.
by thanking our guy, what was his name? Matt, with the Pony Express gear. I'm my SMU fandom now. We got merchandise.
Fandom complete?
Yeah.
You're
Well,
officially
I was
SMU?
already in. And at the point where he offered the merch, I was definitely in. And now I have the merch. I'm wearing the merch. We're ready to go. Oops.
We'll turn the volume down.
Volume on the laptop.
So we're going to see how this goes. We got have our recliners, going to relax a little bit, watch a little football, even watch a little Chris Sims. Chris Sims.
Bless him.
We're trying to read the closed captioning. It's going to be tough for us to hear
Yeah, the setup
without
here,
ruining the volume.
obviously, the setup here is a little experimental. You know, we've already had to basically pull the entire set away from the light that was up there because that light was shining,
Lighting's
horrifically off my bald head. I think we've done a reasonable job there.
Here's the background here. We got some boxes. It looks like we still have some housekeeping going
we do.
on. Like we're still under construction.
There are still bits and pieces. I do like the forced perspective we've worked here because you and I look, not
so
radically dissimilar in size.
I apologize to those who always see me on the left and Sam on the right.
Yeah.
I said, look, Sam, we have to do it like that. And then realized if I was sitting closer to the camera, we'd have trouble.
I cannot stress enough how preposterous it would look if you were in this chair.
I do need a bigger chair. I do need I need the extended chair here. Anybody have? Look, we have some pretty sharp listeners and everything here. Do we have any couch people out there? We could upgrade the couch setup.
I mean, let's not
at some point.
It's
early.
It's day one with the couch.
All right, let's just see how we do.
Let's at least wear it in with a little watch along.
We already have people in the chat saying this looks like me on a Sunday. Like the laptop, the couch, the TV, the setup. That's what we're going for here.
Not just that, but you also somewhere have a laminated depth chart.
For those who have never watched a game with me,
There you go.
or gone to a practice with me, I do like to laminate the depth chart. I do like to have two-sided depth chart. Now the lighting's not great here. Didn't anticipate that. Eyes are rough, but I laminate my depth chart. So I got Dallas and Philly. It's not as difficult for the NFL as it is for like a college game. But you got some number changes, like the rookie numbers, like Ezraku's 41. Did you know he's 41?
Number?
Yeah.
No.
Like you don't have that memorized yet. So week one depth chart, I think it's important to get that locked in.
Particularly because, back in the day, you could rely on the defensive end that your team just took in the second round to be wearing, 90 whatever. Now the guy could be in any number whatsoever.
Could be anything. Could be absolutely anything.
Make numbering great again.
So here we go. Game's about to start. We've never really done this watch along thing. We're just gonna hang out and discuss things as we see.
Boys to men.
Oh, boys to men. Respect.
Those are some pretty cool jerseys.
What are they singing?
I don't know. I would wear
Now I want to hear it.
I would wear a Mitchell and Ness throwback Reggie White 92. That's pretty sick.
Oh, boys to men's. Oh, this is the national anthem. I thought I already did an anthem.
Oh, they're singing the national anthem.
Oh, good for them. They're the best. So what do we do? Like if we're on a live stream, do we have to? Is there a certain amount of respect you do on a live stream?
Number one, I'm not a citizen yet, so I don't have to. Yeah, I think you should be standing up with your hand over your heart. Really?
I'll just
What
sit.
if you can't hear it? What if you only...
I didn't know. I don't even really know. I'm reading it though.
That's what I'm saying. Do you have to...
We should sing with it.
Does it need to be audible in order for you to show it proper respect? Like if you're just aware that an anthem is going on somewhere in silence, but you can't hear it, does that count?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like the classic philosophical question.
I was at the Reds game last night.
If a tree falls in the woods,
Yeah.
does it make a sound?
I went to the Reds game last night, and I was on the outside going in, and everybody stopped doing tickets because they were doing the anthem. They canceled
Really?
the ticket. I'd never seen that.
They just stop everything.
Yeah,
Everyone
I thought
down
something
tools.
I thought something serious was happening in the stadium because everybody stopped. There was like a line. There wasn't even that many people at the game, but there was like a big line, and they stopped during anthem time. So
I will say, by the way, we were incredibly lucky. When I was reading through, clearing my mailbox of all the people that messaged in and gave us fan bets and stuff, that was pretty cool. The number of people who are like, I've listened to you guys for 6 years or whatever, that's pretty awesome. the last and most recent of these, like, that's pretty cool moments. Just walking in here from, like, it's, opening night, there's a football game about to happen, and we're driving into our own studio to watch the game on a live stream in our studio with our, neon on the wall behind us. Like, this is pretty cool.
I'm getting a little sentimental here, Sam. It is cool. It's been a long time.
Like, we're lucky.
Building this thing up. Yeah.
We're doing this, and theoretically, we're doing this for a living right now.
This is work.
Yeah.
This is work tonight. Appreciate all the listeners, everybody that's been a part of this whole thing, all the viewers, of course, and we're just experimenting with this piece.
Yeah.
How much do you want to watch a game with us?
Including apparently the mic position, which has already been too hot and they're too low. So I got to find the Goldilocks.
You guys everything we do is a work in progress. You guys, if you're tuning in with us, scratching the surface.
Imagine if Ashbrook actually watches.
So Sam, you're good.
He's tearing his hair out for the entire way.
I'm gonna try to. So my laptop needs full battery, so I'm gonna try to avoid it as much as possible. What's gonna happen? You're gonna scramble to like clip videos and stuff here, like you do at home. Like, what do we?
No. Well, maybe.
Video
if something
clips.
awesome happens.
You gotta go viral.
No, I can't. My phone's over. We're using my phone.
Oh, you can't. Yeah.
But
You don't have a screen cap or anything on there.
Oh, I mean, I could, but that's.
I'll go up and do the.
Yeah, you do that.
Up to the TV.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Also, don't know. I mean, we're just hanging out for 3 hours, and maybe because we're at the mercy of your phone battery.
Yes. So that was the thing. I was like, got it covered. I'm going to bring in a charger. We'll be plugged in the whole way. Only it turns out that the microphone plugs into the charger spot. So what I thought was going to be a theoretically unlimited stream is
set it
now,
up so I could go live on my phone. If we
Right.
had to switch it in, where would I go? How does it work? You just plug it right in? Like
Yeah.
if we had to do a second stream?
We could probably start it up in a couple of minutes.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, for the moment, we're limited by an as yet unknown time limit for however long my phone battery lasts streaming, which could be 12 hours, could be 8 minutes. I don't know.
Beautiful.
Never done this before.
As long as we can. You should check it every now and then just to see how close we are.
See what the battery's doing.
The closed captioning says it rained a little bit earlier, and there might be this.
Slippy?
Can we get people in the chat with a little weather report? Anybody got a weather report on this game?
Here we
You
go.
guys
Look,
check it out?
dynamic kickoff.
Oh, first real, more dynamic kickoff. Here we go. Happy opening night, everybody.
Already returned.
Landed at the 5. Okay, yeah, we're going to see way more returns.
Well, they're kicking to one of the best kick return guys in the NFL, and they're perfectly happy to hang it at the 5 and let him have at it.
Yeah,
it is going to be the standard play is going to be a return.
Scoring, we didn't even talk about this on the show, but scoring was way up in the preseason
Yes.
relative to other preseasons. Do you think that's the NFL this year? We're going to start seeing
Well, here
a few more points per game per team here?
we've talked about it before. This change in the K balls that now they're giving the K balls like days in advance or whatever. They get to wear them in as opposed to you're giving it like an hour before kickoff and you're basically kicking a brick. These guys, that 70-yard field goal in preseason was not a fluke. Like that's not an aberration. That's something that's going to happen this season. I would be at this point surprised if we don't see the kickoff or the field goal record broken.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Non-contact
Injury on the first play?
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, the kicking,
Who is that that's down?
Ben Van Sumeren, their fullback.
That sucks.
Yeah, on the very first play. I assume we could talk at normal level. These things pick it up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I think normal level is preferred.
Question was about food and drinks. I was torn on this. Like, should we?
Well, we have a fridge.
Yeah, we don't have anything in it.
I have drinks.
You have Diet Dr. Pepper.
That's all I need.
I'm gonna get hungry halfway through. Send DoorDash. Somebody send DoorDash to check the mic studio.
How successfully do you think a DoorDasher could get to this room?
They would see the elevator and then turn around.
There was a
honest.
brand new
Noise in the
routine
elevator.
juddering.
Oh yeah, the elevator, instead of just shaking at the top, now does it on every floor up here to the 7th. So still learning a lot about the studio. But
Yeah, well, I mean, the studio's great. The elevator's a little bit sketchy.
What's the so Jalen Carter has already picked up an unsportsmanlike conduct.
What did he do?
Disqualified from the game?
What did he just do? Oh, here we go.
We got a headbutt. I went up to Dak.
Oh, did he spit on him?
What? That is crazy. What a start to the season.
He did.
What?
God, that's stupid. That is one of the dumbest ways of getting kicked out of a game I've ever seen.
That's insane.
The guy went up to the opposing huddle, got into it with Dak Prescott, and then spat on him in front of a ref.
What an idiot. Dom's got him. Dom's got to walk him out now.
He does.
Now, we no longer work there, but that might be the worst PFF grade in history. He's going to have a -2 on zero snaps.
Zero snaps, yeah.
This is up there with the Vernon Hargraves.
I was going to say, what does the normalization do to that?
Vernon Hargraves had that Super Bowl penalty, and he wasn't even on the roster. He was in a hoodie. What? Like, what are you doing?
That's crazy.
The Eagles might have a blown ACL and a disqualification on one play in the entire season. Man, that's wild.
That's not a great start for Philadelphia.
I'm going to tweet out that we're live.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You do that.
We got some people watching, which is cool. People joining.
Oh, there's like a restaurant in there. Look at that.
Maybe he's hungry. I can tell my Pablo Sandoval story, ordering pizzas after he got thrown out of the game. There we go. Now the Cowboys can run the ball. So that whole matchup, we wanted to watch Carter. I mean,
Carter
it's all gone.
Yeah, against Tyler Booker is simply not going to happen today. We're going to have to wait until the second
Scared to
game.
compete. We are live.
That's so crazy. Like, the guy, that's the most unnecessary penalty I can remember in a long time. And he's one of their most important players.
And they're already past the 50.
Right.
Because of that, out Carter. Turpin on the carry. Wow. Now, there were character questions about Jalen Carter coming out. He had a really nice
But
first 2 years.
They were like, you got arrested for being stupid. They weren't, you spat on somebody during the play. Not even before the play.
Wow. That is nuts.
I kind of
My dad chimed in. Shout out to Dad.
In the chat?
No, just a text message.
Oh.
He says football.
Papa Palazzolo being in the chat would be pretty epic.
I know. I'm going to send him the link, see if he knows what to do. Here,
I kind of want to see now, what happened? Did anything happen to make Jalen Carter walk up to the Dallas huddle? Or did he just decide, I'm going to go up and jaw with them? And then from that point decide that spitting on him was the move?
Now you know teams are going to start antagonizing him every week to get him to go crazy. That was pretty dumb.
Extremely so.
That was not smart. Using a lot of Turpin in motion and trickeration here so far. Javonte Williams getting the early carries too, by the way, for the fantasy folks. Keep an eye on things. Pretty good push. I always hate saying that because it's tough to like really see block for block, but some room those first couple of runs for Javonte Williams.
I feel like Javonte Williams is the one guy in that backfield that actually has a shot to be something, good.
Yeah.
Like, remember, former decent draft pick, guy that had an incredibly good broken tackle rate, and career kind of derailed with a significant knee injury. I mean, he's still reasonably young. He doesn't have that much mileage on the clock because of the injury. If he could get back to being healthy and the guy that he was at draft time, maybe he could actually be a plus player for them.
Deep ball to
very
CD.
Close.
Yeah, the edge pressure almost got there.
Yeah.
CD's wide open up the sideline.
That was.
I don't know if we might be on different times with people with the live game as well.
Oh, sure. That was a split second away from being a strip sack.
Who was that? Here we go again. Oh, that was Adoree that he just whooped right there.
Ooh.
Oh, back-to-back rough snaps from Adoree. So Dallas attacking the new starting corner, Adoree Jackson, Darius Slay out. Isolating CD out of Philadelphia, not life.
Or the game.
So that's back-to-back rough reps for Adoree, and Dallas is going to be at the 1.
Somebody's in the chat arguing that just spitting on somebody should have just been 15 yards.
I saw that. I chose to ignore it.
I feel like spitting on somebody is a reasonable ejection, no matter what the sport is.
It's just a
For a variety of reasons.
Universal act of disrespect.
Well, for a variety of reasons. Number one, it's pretty disgusting. Number two, as you said, deep disrespect. Number three, it's so dumb you should be kicked out of the game for it. Like, for all of these reasons, I think it's reasonably fair to say it's an automatic ejection.
Told you Dallas is good. Scoring is through the roof in today's NFL. Let's see. I mean, you got Jordan Davis getting blocked by Tyler Smith there. Who's 96? Hall?
That's definitely not occupying the point.
That was Gabe Hall, defensive end, getting blown off the ball. Dallas's O-line looking pretty good so far. The Eagles could use a guy like Jalen Carter in the front.
What if this is the game, the week one weird game, where Dallas just beats down Philadelphia?
Could happen. Eagles could use a good defensive tackle, I think.
First ad break. How deep into it do you think we're going to be before we hear Celine?
She's not going to be.
Oh, she's definitely.
NFL Plus is not going to be on a national broadcast.
Oh, well, it's not going to be, it's not going to be every ad breaker or whatever, but I bet it appears.
The roof.
Somebody called Andrew Schultz in the chat. I assume that's not the rich comedian, but who knows?
See if he wants to buy us some new chairs. Andrew, any thoughts?
Flagrant? Is that what his podcast is called?
I don't know. It's weird. We got to talk. Oh, yeah, we should see. So we're on YouTube TV?
Yes.
Do you have the live sync button?
The what?
There's a button in the settings to lose like the 10 or 15-second delay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have to reset that every few months or every year.
I have done that previously. I do not know if it has maintained.
Because I don't know if we're up, but I will.
Broadcast delay default. Here we go.
There was a request in the chat for us to sync.
Decreased.
You want decreased, like that'll catch us, that'll make us more live?
Right. That's decreased the broadcast delay, which theoretically has made us closer to live.
So if you're watching on YouTube TV, which is always more delayed than broadcast, satellite still might be delayed
We're
too.
streaming in some way, shape, or form. We're going to be behind the live picture.
But we've gone closer to live, and so I'll let you know where we are.
We're also,
sync here.
This is 30 seconds behind the live picture if you're watching on like an antenna, and then because we're broadcasting on YouTube, are going to be whatever that is, 30 seconds. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's multiple ways we're behind the broadcast.
Yeah, we're all just feeling it out. We're all figuring it out.
So it's as live as we can make it.
Man, testing the Eagles' defensive line depth right off the bat. So the Eagles are now without Josh Sweat, Milton Williams, and Jalen Carter.
Yes.
Since February.
Yes, they are.
At least for tonight. Now, does that warrant a suspension too? I can't imagine you suspend him on top. Like losing a whole game is probably enough, right?
I mean, it's one of those things where if they did decide to just suspend him because of it, I would have no problem with it. But I've lost track of what constitutes suspendable behavior in the NFL.
Give him 6 games like Rashee Rice. We get a touchback and another penalty. There's a grass field nobody's complaining about tonight, by the way.
Dallas wasn't messing around with a kick return.
Illegal motion on the receiving team. So now they're going to start at the 25 instead of the 30. I bet people don't like that Saquon was ranked 11th by PFF.
Almost certainly not. Somebody was asking, can we put the game clock on the screen? That would be a very good idea and is possibly something for the future. It's 100% not something.
Oh, yeah, we are not prepared for that right now. So we're right. Eagles up to the line of scrimmage from the 30. We got motion, 1st and 10. So they're running their first play coming out of the touchback. Defense is awful. This whole league. Can't stop anybody. Appreciate everybody being here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Football, baby.
We're all just watching along.
It is not a quiet start to the season.
No. I mean, dude,
I almost wasn't ready.
One of the best players in the NFL gets ejected before we even started for something staggeringly dumb.
Who's that? Better than what was Saquon's first carry last year. Landon Dickerson is in at left guard. Saquon -5 for his first carry last year, remember? Much better. There's Kenny Clark. Can we stop the run? Let's see it.
Individually. They did pretty well there.
I mean, he got the tackle for 3 or 4 yards. They were going to get a first down anyway. Dallas's pass rush, what does it look like?
Azaraku's out there? No, it's not.
No. 13 in Sam Williams. Jalen Hurts, scramble, that's where we are right now. Dante Fowler's number 13.
Dante Fowler.
So Fowler and Sam Williams, the official starters there. Fowler looks lean.
Yeah, 13.
I was talking to a GM the other day, NFL GM, big.
Look at you.
We talk about numbers, you know, like you know how people on Twitter say, "Oh, they got to get this guy out of this number." GM mentioned the same thing. He's a big number, big number guy. Like when Matthew Golden went from 22 to 0, that's huge.
I get
huge.
It makes perfect sense to me. You know, the people that are like, it makes you look at a certain thing. There are people out there who genuinely believe that it has like a power. You know. Like, man, there's just no way you can be good at that number. You need to change your number to something that enables you to play better. Like, that to me is crazy.
The GM, I think, was leaning more toward power versus aesthetics. I think he really believed there was something there.
That to me is pretty crazy. You know, in a world of like tangible analytics, et cetera, there's a guy out there genuinely believing that a dude changes his number from 44 to 26 and we get a completely different player.
Yeah, countdown clock would be great.
Will Shipley in the game. Let's go.
Some questions about the Bears game Monday night. We'll see how well this does. I mean, if it depends on how much you guys like watching the game with us. Good for Will Shipley. Jack Sanborn in there. I mean, there's a lot of questions on the Dallas defense.
Yes.
This year.
Sanborn's
a solid player, but
you've been arguing back. Now, look, I don't want to get too. I don't want to take too many victory laps over this, given that they're currently 7.
They're up 7-0. Solomon Thomas in.
Right, but you have been pushing back a lot on the idea that Dallas won't be very good, and yet your own data had them slap bang in the middle of the pack at best.
It did. I should have listened to it. I should have referred to it before.
Will Shipley,
Marshawn Nealon in there in the rotation for Dallas. Actually, you know what I want to do?
Look at that, Big Dom, just keeping an eye on Saquon. Just make sure nobody messes with him.
When I watch games, I usually have a second screen with the game 10-second delayed so I can see the play immediately again.
Yeah.
Kind of like the color guy has. So you get a little bit more insight. Now they're running hurry up, though. There's your boy Shipley.
Yeah. Look at him go. Now Saquon comes in to get the touchdown.
Defense is awful here. No one wants to stop anybody. Today's NFL. Is this what every game's going to be like?
There we go. We got somebody saying the couch looks really comfortable.
It's pretty good.
What's your first impression of the couch?
It's good. I mean, it's not as long as I need.
It's not. Somebody was saying you need a footrest at the end of your footrest.
Yeah. Can you guys hear the train this time? Let's see.
Glad the train's back. Does that thing ever stop running?
No. Industry never takes a break.
It's a full 12 hours later than it's normally running.
I wonder if you guys can hear the train more now than you can with our other mics.
Probably. That sounds pretty audible from where I'm sitting.
It's good enough here. It's good enough.
The chair?
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
It does feel...
I wonder what it'll be like after 3 hours.
Yeah, it's quite warm. I'm still experiencing the warmth.
There's some train. No, the people here, the train is coming through. So this is what a watch-along's like. It's like you're in the room with us. The other times we have better equipment over at the set that hides the train. But here we are, train and all. Wait till they start, drilling concrete or whatever they're going to do here.
By the way, the Bengals basically practice next to that all the time.
Yes, they do. They set up the practice schedule around, when they're on the road, set it up around train times.
Yeah.
To work on, hearing an arrowhead, that type of thing. You commenting in the chat?
Yeah, well, people were asking, is there any chance, this is a regular thing? I said, yeah, it's every chance, but people need to subscribe and like the video and let us know.
You got to do that. Do you want to talk YouTube memberships? How much can we unveil?
Well, we're currently trying to get it past the YouTube, like the membership moderation people.
Yeah.
They've already rejected our proposal once. We've got to try and get it to the next thing.
Oh, they rejected it?
Yeah.
Did I not see that? Look at Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles, if you haven't seen.
There we go. Tied it up, assuming the extra point's good.
Every drive resulting in a touchdown so far in the NFL season.
Scoring through the roof.
Defense does look poor immediately. The defense is not I'm talking movement at the line of scrimmage. There's just holes everywhere.
Well, also, let's
look at this.
Give credit to this Eagles offensive line again, which still looks pretty good.
It's another one. Good protection. Dallas loses contain. That's easy for Hurts. Yeah, I got to watch more replays here. I could give more insight on what's happening.
You're going to be a color commentator? Go head to head with Chris?
Yeah, I was thinking that today. Not that. I'm not going head to head with Chris. Hey, Chris is retiring soon. They could probably use someone.
Text him right now and distract him.
I'm going to see if I could get him to log in. You should watch us for insight.
Send him the link, the stream. See if we can get Chris in the chat while he's color commentating the game for NBC.
Tell Mike if he wants some really good insight, he can listen to us. Yeah. So tell Tarico. I have just waving to the neighbors. The neighbors, this is going to be, you're right, I'm like a dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to respond to every neighbor who walks past here. We're right at the end of the hallway. There's people walking by all the time. We're live on air all the time, and people are waving at us.
Yeah, so the main door to the studio is over in that corner. And when we were building out the thing, we actually have two doors in here. There's only supposed to be one, but they forgot, and they built us the second one as well. So one of them is covered by this thing over here, that big, where all the black stuff is at that corner of the set. That's where a door is, and we've put a giant blanket over it and some sound deadening stuff. This one, though, is just a door. And when we were building out the place, Tyler was saying, do you want to put the blanket over that one as well?
We should have.
And I was like, no, probably not. We can just leave it. It's not a big deal. And he's like, because, Steve will be distracted by any time anybody walks through or past that door.
I will be.
And he was right. Anytime. Anybody goes around the door, you're immediately like, oh, look, there's people.
Guilty.
Yeah.
My bad. This would be, now if we had, picture this, Jeff Ruby. Seafood Tower, right here.
We've got a space for it. You could sit right here.
Like when it gets delivered to game day, we could get the chefs at, the, whatever. Not
to just walk in with
just come and deliver it, or you come up to the 7th floor. Don't mind the shaking in the elevator. Just drop it, bring it on in while we're live.
Yeah, or the train noise.
Yeah. Ignore the train, ignore the area. You'll be fine.
I asked you this question previously. I'll ask the people, the chat. Who do you think decided that what's the guy's name? Billy Bob Thornton was the voice we needed for T-Mobile in the year 2025?
He's got a good voice, no?
But he's not just a voice. He's not the voiceover guy. He's like walking through a cornfield or whatever.
Yeah,
he's on camera.
I don't know. I don't think you understand how little I watch commercials.
I mean, they're on. I'm stuck with them. I don't watch them until football season. And then I'm assaulted by them 24/7.
I am so tuned out during commercials, during games, because I'm always multitasking, doing something else. It'll take me until week 12, before, this thing that I've been hearing in the background for 12 weeks, and I look up, I'm like, oh, look, that's what this commercial's about. That really happens to me. Other than Celine Dion was so powerful.
BXD David points out he was on Landsman, whatever that show was. He's been on something. What the hell has just happened to the TV?
Oh, that was...
Closed captioning had a bit of a fit there.
Well, the whole thing paused and the closed captioning had a fit, yeah.
He was on a show relatively recently. That makes sense. Because otherwise I was just like, who decided, we've got a commercial that we want to show in 2025. Billy Bob Thornton's the guy.
No, he's still big time.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Got it.
Where do you think your phone battery is? Do you think does it get sapped and we're at like 60% and we're in trouble here?
I feel like it's probably good.
More
I
flags.
would
Can we
assume-
get, what is going on? Can we get a game, like a clean game here or what?
No. I would assume the battery's still at 90 plus.
Okay.
Now, I have
If
no
it's
reason
not,
to
like,
suspect
well-
that either way.
Hopefully get to halftime.
Yeah.
I wonder if my dad joined the chat. I don't think he has a YouTube account. My parents still, when I say subscribe,
Yeah.
they still think like, uh-oh. I got to put in my
Gonna
email.
write in, mail in,
Yeah.
stamped addressed envelope.
I got to put in my email number, and they're going to charge me. Like, what is
Yeah.
this? And then I'm like, wait, you wouldn't pay? You wouldn't pay to see your son? But, yeah, I don't think you made it. So I assume, there's Sam Mondon. Smile Mondon.
Junior.
I assume we'll have offsetting everything here, and it just won't matter. We have 7 penalties on the play.
Both against
Both
Dallas.
against Dallas. Are we going double half the distance to the goal? Oh, so that's poor field position. So Dallas has 2 personal fouls, and Eagles have 1, which counted as a full ejection. Spitting. Is mine on delay here? Shoddy. Genius here. Why is Cooper DeJean on special teams? You get some starters on special teams now and then.
Speaking of Monday, is it Monday Night Football, that game? The Bears rookie tight end has been playing special teams.
Loveland.
Colson Loveland has been taking special team snaps during the preseason.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That time I was watching specifically Moro Ajomo. Nice job handling Tyler Booker, the rookie.
So he
Stood
can
him up.
Win you over?
I was just watching. Just sometimes I choose specific players,
Well,
O-line.
you've been
to
a
watch.
noted Moro Ajomo hater.
No, I love Ajomo. I like Ajomo, and he won the rep against Booker there for the 2-yard, 3-yard tackle. Stood him up, Shed made the play. Check it out on film tomorrow to confirm. That's what I saw. Nolan Smith rushing off the edge against Terrence Steele here. Keep an eye on that one. Oh, the tight end, they're double teaming him.
Oh,
Pressure, Dak's avoiding it. Oh, what a play.
CeeDee Lamb. That looked like it was a pick.
That's one of those throws. I don't know if it's good or not.
Right.
Like if CD does it, like the receiver has so much.
Here we go. You get a better idea from this angle.
Yeah.
He did really well to get out of trouble.
So there's pressure, but
that
that's
was
Dak. Oh no, that's
no, that's all right.
it was behind him a little bit. I thought he like jumped in front of the defender.
Yeah, same. It looked very different actually from the TV angle.
Why was Dak straying in the pocket? Were they going half roll there? Because the pocket was fine, I think, and then he rolled into that. It's another tough one with the watch along. I like to replay plays and see. Yeah, so they went half roll, and I would say Jordan Davis beat Cooper Beebe for the pressure.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to go with the half roll drop back. Did you tweet this out?
I retweeted you tweeting it out, if that
Okay.
counts, or somebody. Or
No, that's
retweeted-
good.
No, the main
Yeah.
account, the check the mic account.
Has Will been yelling at us at all? Did he leave? He said he wanted to leave.
No, I think he's got like an anniversary.
Oh
dinner
yeah,
or
happy
something, right?
anniversary, Will.
Yeah. Javonte Williams has looked
He's given us some
pretty good
advice.
so far.
That was 20 minutes ago. He's asking, he suggested we do an in-studio game reaction right after.
We could do that.
It's not a bad idea.
Now, I don't know if we can't do that on our own.
He could do it.
Is he going to be around?
I think he'll be back from the anniversary. Will, are you going to be back from anniversary dinner to do that?
He's still watching, he said. His marriage will crumble, but he'll be there to do it.
You think it's going to crawl? It's early in the season, Will. We have high demands here, you know? 3rd and 2. Beautiful pocket for Dak Prescott.
All day.
Adoree Jackson was, as NGS would call it, the closest defender there. I don't know if it's all on him. Just saying. Closest defender. Yeah, he's running. He's
since he
four.
was
Look, he's 4 steps. Watch, he's 4 steps behind CD Lamb.
yeah.
So this is good. I can see it first here.
More to the point, since he was coming from the far side of the field, it was very likely to be his.
Of course. I'm just making sure. The defense is awful. They're attacking Adoree Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, so far that seems like a pretty good plan.
That looked like a hold on Dallas. It will be. Tyler Smith. There's some dead time.
I think that's all right.
Trying to watch the games. Trying to watch here.
It's like you got to give it some time to breathe. You know, I
It's
saw
really-
somebody criticizing Tony Romo for the
too
Super
much.
Bowl call. 49ers Chiefs. Chiefs win it. You know, the last play of the game to Mecole Hardman, was it? And Romo wouldn't just shut the hell up. Like
He's like sprint right option, and he got it to the
right. It's like Nance makes the play. You know, he hits you with the line, right? The do you believe in miracles? Like the thing he wants to go on forever, and then he just silence, let it play out, right? And then Romo's just in, like yelling and like, no, Tony, drop it. Not the time.
What I was joking when we were talking about sending this to Chris earlier, what I was hinting at was like if we show that we can bring some good color to the game here.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Amazon comes calling or
Oh,
something. You know,
okay.
like somebody calls us to be a good second screen representative. And we did like a trial run with that with I'll say an unnamed former coworker. I did a trial run experimenting like what would an analytics broadcast look like 5 or 6 years ago. And it is an awkward thing when you Dax going deep. Let's see this first.
All kinds of holding.
Oh my gosh, Quinyon Mitchell is he's just
Has
you
it
know,
on oh, there it
okay,
is.
there,
Yeah.
so that's a big play against Pickens. Defense is really bad in the NFL right now. I don't think they've made a good play yet.
I mean, he had him turned all
But
the way
we were
around.
when we were going through this exercise, like what if we called a game with this analytics slant or whatever? You don't realize how little the play-by-play guy speaks
Yeah.
until you go back and like just listen to how often Tirico actually opens his mouth and how often he's just letting you see the action. But then on radio, I'm impressed with the radio people who do such a good job of describing. You know, they'll be like, trips right, well, you know, they're describing exactly because they have to paint a picture.
This is why, you know, I watched something a while ago. It was an old video, but it was Pablo Torre and Mina Kimes had been saying, look, Tom Brady's going to be great because he's the greatest quarterback of all time, and all he needs to do is to just tell you about the game through his eyes, right? And I forget who the guy was, but some other guy was like, that's a ridiculous take. Like, it's a completely different skill set.
Yeah, I agree.
We have no
Yeah.
idea if Tom Brady is going to be good because he has to articulate what he's thinking. Like, it's a completely different skill set. And even then, if he can walk you through what he's seeing, he needs to know when to shut up, when to talk, we've no idea if he's going to be good at it or not. That turns out he wasn't great at it yet.
Yeah, and doing is so different than describing.
Right.
Or even just like, think about Wayne Gretzky as an
Javante.
executive. Wow, he is a whole different. Jerry knows what he's doing. Jerry knows what he's doing. I've said before about the way Dallas has built their running back room. Afterthoughts, retreads, very little investment.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. I'm not saying it's going to work.
Certainly Williams. Williams is the
It's a good buy low.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
the sort of veteran addition that I understand. I kind of agree with you in concept that, you know, not spending a ton of money in the running back room. However, Jaden Blue is not the guy that I would have drafted late to try and, you know, I would have targeted Bill Merritt.
No, I understand.
Insurance
I like
salesman.
Blue in the pass game. I thought he's got some really good quickness and speed for the pass game.
But the point is, you can find a day 3 running back that can be a 3-down back to come in and be everything, right? Like, you can find those guys, and having that guy behind Javonte Williams, who could maybe supplant him midway through the season, should be doable in most drafts.
Yeah. Maybe it's because it's a grass game. Nobody's got any footing.
Slippy.
Booger. What was the point? I was going to finish that. You mentioned about Brady and like Wayne Gretzky was an executive in hockey. Michael Jordan was an executive in basketball. Like they weren't good at it.
No.
It's a complete, like playing and doing other stuff. It's completely different.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's funny because even people in the media, I think, dismiss it as a skill. Like the idea that it takes something that's not just, existence to be able to understand when to talk, when to, how to articulate things. Just because Brady can see it doesn't mean he can walk you through what he's seeing.
The other thing about color guys, we always talk about having access to Chris's Twitter mentions and looking at those. How many color guys are actually that people like Greg Olson?
Right.
People hated Phil Simms for years.
But people hate
Chris is one of the best, and he gets a lot of hate.
People hate almost all of those people.
I'm sure there's Greg Olson hate hidden somewhere, even though he doesn't deserve it.
Maybe, yeah. Greg Olson to me is, I think, by far the best color commentator out there.
I got a shout out for my New Balances. Josh Allen wearing New Balances.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that just because, for the same reason? Like it's the only place you can find giant shoes?
I don't know, but for dads everywhere, I'm happy that Josh represents.
I found these shoes years ago, and they are by far the most comfortable pair of shoes I've ever owned. So consequently, I have an eBay alert set up so that anytime somebody lists a pair of these, it lets me know. And if they're below $50, I buy them. So I have like 20 different colored pairs of these just sitting in. Because the problem with these is they wear through the sole quite quickly.
Yeah.
So I have like 20 of these pairs just stuffed in my closet that I cycle through. Yeah. I'm not kidding.
Interesting. I need. I probably need that for my New Balances, to be honest.
Because you never know when they're going to discontinue them, and then you're screwed.
That's my Lululemon pants.
Like years ago when I was playing sports, the greatest pair of cleats I ever owned, they discontinued. I loved them. They were like basically nothing more than a bit of canvas and studs, and then they discontinued them. I'm like, I'm never going to find a pair of those as good again.
Sad. Saw a stat one time that said touchdown Cowboys.
Good stat.
The stat was the team that wins the second quarter tends to win the game. And it's because of reasons like this, because the quarter ends in the first and you just run it in the second.
Yeah.
There's more scoring in the second because you're not on a time constraint in the first quarter. And it was but it was used unironically as hey, you should emphasize this.
Like teams that run the ball 85 times a game win, 90%.
And it's like, first off, the best team's probably in the quarter that has the most plays. Like the second quarter has the most relevant plays, I would say, without even looking it up. It has to because you're playing the clock and there's no garbage time.
It is amazing.
So if you win that, the best teams probably win that quarter the most. Look at the Cowboys, 7-0 in the second quarter.
It is amazing how little people ask the follow-up question to a data point, It's like, look at this data point. Its immediate knee-jerk suggestion is X. Nobody ever asks, but what about, or why would that, nobody ever asks the follow-up question, which is often the thing that it completely invalidates the data point in the first place.
No, I mean, coaches love simple stats like that.
Of course.
They love if-then statements.
Yes.
They love if you do this, then you'll win.
Right.
If you do this, then you'll win. They don't care about how. Focus on the turnovers, get more explosives.
But it's so
run the ball 40 times, complete 53 passes plus runs, whatever the number is.
It's like it's the positive EV Powerball thing again, right? It's like, but why?
You didn't tell that story yet.
Tell the story.
You got to tell the story.
Am I allowed to throw him under the bus live in the broadcast?
You could just say, first off, does he watch? There's no way he watches.
No, but somebody might get it back to him.
You argued with him. He knows you were against his theory, right?
Yeah. I was told that by my brother-in-law that
your sister doesn't watch.
No, probably not. that once the Powerball jackpot passes $1 billion, it becomes a positive EV outcome to buy a ticket. So apparently all the hedge fund bros jump on once it clears $1 billion.
Of which your brother-in-law is one.
Kind of, yeah, at least adjacent.
Yeah.
So once the thing gets to $1 billion, all the hedge fund bros buy tickets because it's a positive EV sum, right? And I was like, that just doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Like, because anyway, so I don't understand the math for all this stuff. So I did what most people are going to do in this day and age. I went and asked Claude. And I happen to know that he also places a lot of stock in what Claude thinks. So I went specifically to Claude as my backup, thinking that would carry some weight. And the thing is, like, the jackpot is 65% of that math or something like that. So, and your chances of winning the jackpot when it's over $1 billion actually go down, if anything, because more people are doing it. The chance of a split jackpot is higher. So, like, your chances of the one thing you need to happen in order for it to be positive EV is less likely than ever to happen. And even to begin with, it was 1 in 290 million or something.
Right, and you're already probably going to lose no matter what.
Right. So if you limit it to the non-jackpot prizes, it's a staggeringly bad EV. It's like you're down $1.60 or something for every ticket. I'm like, so it makes no sense whatsoever. But this is like, nobody ever asks the next question. Like, it's positive EV. Okay, even if that's mathematically true, and by the way, Claude disputed that. But even if it's mathematically true, like, the follow-up question is, how much of that is based off the one guy that wins the jackpot? And the answer is most of it.
And your odds are already horrible of winning anyway.
Right.
And there's not a ton of buffer in between. This isn't like going for it on 4th and 4 versus punting, where it's like, oh, it's 53-47, or no, I'm not buying it.
No. So I disagree with the math. Claude backed me up, and it was much fun was had by all.
So you're in a fight with your family.
A little bit.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes they're wrong. Even the worst plays go for 6 yards right now. Like, Dallas kind of bottled that up the middle, and
yeah, there you go. Andre has pointed out the lottery is an incredible investment if you win.
it is. I would say it's plus EV.
Oh no, Laura says that Chloe was in the chat. We may have just added both my sister and my brother-in-law.
I mean, very nice people. We had steak dinner with them one night.
Very true.
But I appreciate your updates. When you give me updates on what the discussions are looking like. What's up, Chloe?
I did tell her that there's a reasonably healthy chance that I'm going to have a game of using Claude to troll.
Laura's in the chat too?
Yeah. She doesn't like the couch.
No, she doesn't like it?
No, she thinks it looks cheap.
You know, Holly Collinsworth took it upon herself to help decorate the office, and, you know, so if Laura or Kelly want to come in and decorate a little bit, make this place look good,
no, she just
order a new couch or whatever.
Laura just wants to tell me what I've done wrong with it.
Oh.
It's like, the couch looks too cheap. What I've done in the back wall there is it's a terrible idea, because we're going to have to take that off at some point, and that's going to be a nightmare.
What?
I mean, at some stage,
logos?
we'll probably not be in this room anymore, and then that wall will be a nightmare, because it's all stuck down.
We can't leave it?
Look, now Tyler's in the chat. This is like a reunion show.
It really is.
Tyler's telling us that it's now 1.7 billion. That, I think Claude would say, is in fact positive EV. But again, it's based.
Yeah, what number does it has to get to the billions?
Claude suggested once it's over 1.5, it's positive EV, not a billion. But 1.7 is definitely getting you there. Now, again, most of that is built off the jackpot, so you're still probably not winning money.
Define positive as if you play 100 million times, you're good.
Well, that was the other flaw in the math, is I asked Claude what
Right,
level.
for it to be positive, you have to actually win something.
No. So I asked Claude, okay, if we assume that if we stick rigidly to the mathematical fact that it is positive EV, what kind of bankroll would you need to play with in order to be guaranteed
That's a
making
good
money?
question. That's a good question.
Claude suggested you needed to be playing with a bankroll of $50 to $100 million. Which, if you have $50 to $100 million, you're probably
That's why this
not,
doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. Like, you're just not playing in that world.
at that point, you're probably not
they are.
playing the Powerball.
Maybe they are. Good for Chloe.
Anywho,
It's 14-7. And once again, the Eagles in Dallas territory, 3rd and 3, if you guys are trying to be in the same spot as us.
nobody's stopping anybody at the moment.
No. I just get this feeling. I'm not like the offense is dominating here.
Yeah.
Look at this clean pocket and a little push, wide open. Everybody's open. Every run's going for big yards. Defense is not ahead of the offense right now.
Tight ends are spectacularly good at not having their knees destroyed with hits that could wreck them at any moment. Like their ability to get their feet out of the ground on a hit is kind of crazy.
It's very impressive, some of the hits that they take. So Eagles are driving. Hurts 5 for 5 for 30 yards on this drive, according to the television.
Per TV.
Just having their way. Interesting formation. 3 tight ends there, 1 in the backfield. They went 13 personnel right there. Kylan Granson in the backfield, playing fullback for the Eagles. 13 personnel, 1 back, 3 tight ends. Some people need that. Mohall's asking for Tyler to put up a baseball and rugby talk counter.
Yeah.
We don't have that right
I
now.
would say he could dial in, but he actually can't, I don't think, because we're using the phone. If we were using the setup behind us, he could remote in and do it.
If we had some, he could, yeah. Marshawn Nealon just got pressure against Lane Johnson. Bull rush pressure against Lane Johnson, our projected protector of the year.
That's probably like 10% of the pressure Lane Johnson's going to give up this
I
year.
wonder, let's watch the replay. Do you think would O-line Twitter call this pressure?
No.
You don't, he bull rushed him right to, you see it.
They're going to say Yanker. Oh, we missed the good.
I missed the
good
replay.
angle.
I'm sorry. Got it right to the top of the pocket. Looked like, you think Lane wins that? I don't know.
I don't think, it's getting messy, but I don't think they would blame him for that.
O-line Twitter, let me know what you're calling that. Saquon to the outside.
Oh.
I like Nealon. I think Nealon can be
Nealon
good
was
player
fun
for the
as a draft
Cowboys.
prospect, yeah.
Western Michigan.
Kind of hybrid body type,
Yeah.
tackle / edge.
Whether he got pressure or not from Lane Johnson, he was right to the top of the pocket. You can
he
see the
walked
power
way
that he
back,
has.
yeah.
I think Nealon has a chance. Like
Look
whether
at this. He
Micah
almost-
Parsons was there or not.
Almost got the ball out.
Oh yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
About. I was looking at Malik Hooker's hit there.
That's really impressive by Saquon to hold on to that.
Yeah. Nealon, he's a key player now, obviously, with the Parsons trade out. Him, Sam Williams, skinny Dante Fowler. Look how
Now-
skinny. Look at that.
Somebody in the chat pointed out enemy camp. Drink, because Collinsworth said, here's a guy. Now, we miss out on that with
I got an opinion on here's a guy.
Oh, yeah?
I watch a lot of old baseball and football games.
Okay.
Watch a lot of games from the 80s and 90s. Background noise while I'm working. Everybody said, here's a guy.
Okay.
Chris didn't invent here's a guy.
I don't think anyone thought he invented it.
I mean, when your ears tuned to hear it, you're like, wow. A lot of announcers, that was just common terminology.
Johnny Myers in the
mastered it.
chat, you put some respect on Will Shipley's name.
What did I do?
Johnny in the chat is saying, who the hell is Will Shipley?
Oh, he's saying that. Oh, okay.
Look at Hurts go.
What's with the tackling? By the way, that was a pretty nice pocket by the Eagles and nice navigating by Hurts, and then the tackling's bad. This feels like a Brazil game.
Will Shipley was a Clemson running back who I kind of liked in the draft, so consequently, I'm
Fifth
loving
round.
him being here as Saquon's primary backup behind a good offensive line.
It's a pretty good pocket.
Oh, that's some rough tackling.
Who's that, Joe? Yeah, Damon Clark. That was awful. A tackle for 2 yards. It's the first time that's happened all game. Not really, but
Got a linebacker right here, John. It's probably not the time.
there has not been a drive that has not ended in a touchdown so far. And we're closing in on 4 for 4. I'm not talking badly about Brazil. It was the field was rough last year, and it kind of became a
Yeah, you're kind of talking about it.
shootout. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's game. I hope they fix the grass problem. It's slippy out there. Let's see if Dallas can make a stop. 2nd and goal from the 8. Got some room to go here. Hurts has room.
Directing traffic.
Hurts has
taking
a
off.
lot of room.
Touchdown.
Dallas is pass rush discipline not there for the Cowboys. It was that. Who's that up top? Was that Fowler? Oh, that's Sam Williams. So Sam Williams, watch this. Oh no, who's that was Azaraku. Watch this. Failed spin and then wrecked.
Ooh.
That's on, and then he's like, was he out of it? He didn't even know where he was. That's Donovan Azaraku, unfortunately. Dallas 2nd rounder tries a little inside spin move. Mailata handles it, and Jalen Hurts walks in for a touchdown.
Steve said Brazil has bad grass, according to Andrew Schultz, presumably not the comedian.
So, yeah. I mean, one instance where I was paying attention to the grass down there. How are the soccer pitches?
I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of Brazilian league soccer.
Wow. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. And not even close, to be honest.
Imagine a week ago, this game was supposed to have Jalen Carter in it and Michael Parsons.
I know.
Like
Maybe
the two best
that's-
defenders, neither of them were there.
maybe that's why. Maybe that's why the defenses are so bad.
How is this the same ad that LeBron, what's his name, Kevin Hart?
From last year?
Yeah. We didn't record a new thing in the off season?
That's what the summer's for. Recording new ads. See, I was hoping at some point, if we do a good job here. Oh, I gotta update something. If we do a good job here, they'll call us for some second screen work.
You think this is going to get Amazon on the phone?
Yeah, we might get an Emmy for this.
Sure.
I think the Emmy people.
I think at the very minimum we should submit it for the game.
Yeah, Cameron reminds me that the Jaguars lost to the Panthers on opening day in 2003.
You gave incorrect old school Jag information.
Oh, that's right, because they started 0-2. And Brunel got, no, because they didn't start 0-3. I thought they won and then lost the next 2. Sad day. I was living,
That's disappointing.
where was I? I was in an apartment. Because the next year I convinced my roommates to buy a Sunday ticket.
Oh, they must have hated you so
They hated me so much. Because you're sitting there as a poor college kid.
much. Right. You're broke. And
We were spending more.
Convincing people to
We
buy
were
a
spending
Sunday
more
ticket.
for DirecTV than like every other utility.
That's crazy.
And I convinced them that we needed it. And so we got DirecTV. And then we were in a brand new apartment adjacent to our landlord.
Okay.
And so when you have an apartment, you need to get landlord permission to put the satellite dish up.
Right.
And so it was great. I was like, "Hey man, can we put the dish up?" He's like, "Oh yeah, as long as you don't, drill." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
How else are you supposed to get it up?
He shows up there drilling this thing into the apartment. I'm like, "Don't worry about it, man. It's good." So I got the landlord pissed off. My roommates hate me,
Yeah.
but I had every game from the 2003 season
Nice.
ready to go. It was my senior year of college.
We had
We
had the opposite approach. So whereas you had a brand new apartment, we had a house that was redecorated in old furniture.
Oh,
Right? Like it was, so we went in there. We knew the people that lived there beforehand and we went to look at it.
Yeah.
They were going to be moving out next year. And so we look at this place, just a standard like terrace house. And we're like, yeah, I mean, it's okay. When are they going to replace this carpet? The guy was like, oh, that's new this year. Like it was from like the 1970s, but it was brand new. Like,
Yeah.
it was the new carpet.
But it was
in the
just
place.
looking old.
Yeah. So it was
That's
this
great.
like hellhole decorated. Like it was an awful pit, but it was cheap.
Oh, that's funny.
And then the one next door to us got renovated and was like fancy,
Yeah.
brand new. And so we'd be out like in our absolute tip, and they're next door like going in their fancy house with like wooden floors and stuff. We're like, we are different people.
It's so great. Oh, we had so many stories in this one. We have a lot of time. I might be able to break them out, but brand new, and we wrecked the place. Just destroyed that poor guy. And we were right next to an ice cream place.
Oh God.
Right next to an ice cream place. So big, wide open parking lot at night. People would go play catch at night in the parking lot. after having a couple beers.
Yeah.
Wild times. 14-14. Will a defense make a stop here? Pass rush, like there's been a few pressures here and there, but they've been, one at a time.
Yeah. Not a lot of defense anywhere.
Dory Jackson getting picked on again.
Yeah. Rough night so far for Dory.
By my count, 3 big catches, 3 first downs he's given up off the top of my head.
Yeah.
CD Lamb twice, that one, and a penalty.
Yeah. Big penalty. He had one penalty in the end zone, and then, Quinion Mitchell had the deep penalty.
Yeah, Quinion had the other one. Tried to punch it out. Good job, Turpin. They're using Turpin.
He's a significant part of the offense.
And he's a great complement to Pickens and CD Lamb.
He is, really is. And Jalen Tolbert is a number 4. Like, it's a good receiving core.
Yeah. Miles Sanders in the backfield. The other ridiculous thing we did in our apartment, there was a 12 stairs going up to the second floor.
Yeah.
Big white brand new wall. So when we would have the old house party in college, people would just draw on the wall.
What?
Oh yeah. Because my roommates were out of their mind.
Caveman are you?
Listen, it was like, me, I'm pretty reserved or whatever. I was with 3 crazy people.
Perfect.
1 or 2 maybe watching the show. I don't know. Or someone. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's watching the show. But that was some 3 crazy people.
What were what kind of games did you have in the apartment?
Games? We played a lot of cards. Played
Cards.
45s, which is a game that only the Merrimack Valley area of Massachusetts is even familiar with. But everybody played 45s.
We had a dartboard in our house. So 3 or 4 rooms upstairs, and then we had because it was like a standard terrace house. So downstairs, the 2 reception rooms had been converted into bedrooms as well, so you could rent it to 6 college students or whatever. So my bedroom was on the ground floor, one of the reception rooms that my door exited into the hallway that went from front door to kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the dartboard was. So it meant that you needed to pay attention when you came out of your door because you were in the alleyway of the darts.
Darts everywhere.
Almost always. It's this kind of thing where, it only takes one time for you to forget.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a problem. And it was literally every single time I was aware there's a guy throwing darts to my left. One time I forgot about it and just walked straight out, and a dart went flashed right past my eyes, into the board. I was
scary.
an inch away from just taking a dart right to the eyeball.
Yeah, it could have been bad.
Yeah.
No one got hurt, huh?
No. Somebody caught a dart in the hand, but it wasn't. They were just standing there with their hand on the banister, and sometimes it hits the metal and bounces out. We hit the metal, bounced out, and just embedded in his hand that was on the banisters like this. So just, he's like,
yeah, it's not good. Man. The drawings all over the mural that was the wall. It was essentially a mural. So every time somebody came over,
they would tried to explain it to the landlord. It's a mural. It's
so
fine.
this is part of the story. We were playing a game. So it's April. We're finishing up our season. Lease is ending. School's ending, and this guy's trying to show the apartment to someone. So we get a call. We just got home from a game, and they're like, "Hey, we want to show the apartment in an hour." It was out of a movie. Everybody scrambling, washing the wall. We somehow got it to look
passable.
Yeah, it was good. It was gone. It was gone. It was unbelievable. It was straight out of a movie. Miles Sanders going nowhere.
Why? Javonte Williams looked good early. Why are we giving the ball to Miles Sanders?
He got a little rotation
With
going.
the greatest respect.
He bounced out, so I'm guessing it's a holding penalty here. So we're back. It's 14-14, 5:26 left. We're back watching the game here. And we got a presumed holding penalty on Dallas, let's say.
Because the running back bounced out. No, not.
No, taunting.
Taunting after.
On the Eagles. So the best, I'm getting frustrated with the league now. The best defensive play we've seen all night, and now there's a taunting penalty, so free 15 yards.
Let's see what he did.
I assume it's on Nolan Smith after making the play.
And, oh, come on.
Flexing and talking is a taunting penalty? Enough. End it now. This game's terrible. This is terrible.
Look, technically, is that taunting? Probably. Does anybody want to see that called? No.
Now probably touchdown coming up.
Sack. No, he's out of it.
Look, nobody can tackle.
Jordan Davis weighs 400 pounds and he couldn't get hold of Dak Prescott. What are we doing?
Sam, you've played football at a
Moderately pathetic level. Yes.
At a level. Could you inform the people? I'm sure a lot of people played football.
Yeah.
Like, is it quiet on the field? Because
Well,
that wasn't just flexing. There was probably the verbal part of it was probably part of the penalty too. Right? It's not just doing a little flex,
Oh no,
right?
I think it was standing over.
It's not even standing over.
I mean, he walked.
It's like a mini flex.
This
is ridiculous.
He walked up to him and did the flex over.
Come on.
That's what it's for. I don't think it's for what he said.
That's ridiculous. Now Turpin straight out of the backfield with a carry. Quignon hurt. He's getting up.
Like it's the approaching and doing the flex over the guy that's the taunting. I still don't want to see it called, but that's
The worst part of all that is you get 15% of the field for something stupid like that.
Yeah.
15%. Like make it like a do-over or something. You don't get the tackle for a loss.
I mean,
It's
look,
so
you
dumb.
can the argument there is like it's such a bad penalty that just don't ever put yourself don't do it.
No, I know.
But it's also such a stupid thing to throw a flag for that
But
why?
it's also an emotional game
Yeah.
where players get emotional. And I feel like taunting should be egregious. Why all of a sudden?
Like Joe
for
Burrow
those who
says,
don't
let it
know,
go. Joe Burrow says encourage taunting. I kind of agree with him. Just let it go.
for those who don't know, the NFL did say, remember, every year they have some emphasize.
We're going to re-emphasize taunting.
Yeah. They want to reemphasize taunting, which we're all yearning for.
Of course. And the other bit of data was that they call those things more often in island primetime games. So the most obvious instances are going to be like this.
Yeah. I don't want to see people flexing ever again. It's embarrassing. I go back to this defense thing, right? I mean, it's 15 yards after one. I didn't realize he dropped that.
Insane.
Did they call it a catch? No, they got it. You finally make a good play, and then it's like free 15.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10. Jalix Hunt in there for the Eagles.
But it would also be kind of crazy to nullify the play for that as well. That wouldn't make any sense either.
No, I know. You obviously have to have some sort
that
of
was a nice
penalty.
move.
That was a nice move on Tyler Guyton. Oh, man, almost picked.
He dropped it. I mean,
That was Josh Uche with a really nice rush on Tyler Guyton
Yes.
there, getting quick pressure on Dak Prescott.
Two-hand swipe, I think, got inside. And then
Ball almost picked off. This is Dory getting the
dude, he's got to catch that.
pass breakup. Yeah, he really does.
I mean, I understand he wears 94. He's not there for catching, but that's a very catchable ball.
That's the Raiders, Byron Young, as a reminder.
Yeah.
Week 1, so you get some reminders who's who and who's where and everything.
We got
the Raiders, Byron Young.
We have over 400 people watching this with us.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Oh, no.
That's uncatchable too, isn't it? No flag. Physical.
This is
Quinyon
the
Mitchell
kind of
and
game
George
that feels
Pickens.
like George Pickens is going to get himself a penalty and/or an ejection.
Suggestion that should only be a 5-yard penalty. Question about the restroom. Yeah, we have to go into the hallway. We're on a floor. Our suite is, there's about 15 others or so on this floor. Is that right?
Sure.
So yeah, we have shared restroom.
Yeah, that's the point that needed to be made. There's a restroom in the hall. It's not just you're going into the hall to relieve yourself.
I thought that was implied.
I mean, it was ambiguous enough that I think it's worth clarifying.
I thought it was implied.
Somebody finally didn't score a touchdown, by the way. We actually got, something resembling defense for a second.
How's my back? My back's feeling pretty good.
Because of the
People are asking.
Because of the recline.
Yeah, feeling all right. Just no sudden movements.
High quality couch.
I had baseball practice tonight, coaching the kids. I had to bounce after an hour to get here. But teaching the kids how to pitch, every time I had to bend down to pick up a ball, I mean, it was sad times.
Did you already, tell them, hey, look, I know I demonstrated things before. It's not going to happen today.
I tried to limit the demonstrations today. Had the kids throwing hard though, ready to go.
How far are you away from having to wear one of those like old men girdle things?
No, I don't need it. It'll be fine. If I can find my chiropractor, we'll be fine. Are we considering that a defensive stop? Like, what was that drive for Dallas? They did nothing. Picked up they got a 15-yard penalty, and they got a field goal out of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Picked
the
up
last
like
play
one
was a
real
stop.
first down.
The last play was a stop.
They did. They had some kind of stop. Why does it feel like the Cowboys are behind? I'm not feeling that. I'm just feeling whoever has the ball is going to score. But yeah, it might feel like they're behind now because they only scored 3, and you're just assuming the Eagles are going to, score a touchdown here. Appreciate everybody joining us here, though.
Yeah. Fire in any and all questions in the chat.
Yeah, let's talk, interact, especially halftime.
Particularly during awful ad breaks, which I don't even know
Yeah.
what the hell this is advertising.
Let me know if you guys also use a laminated depth chart. I like to put it up to my mouth like I'm calling a play every now and again, so you can hear me better.
I don't know what that does to the sound, so
It might be terrible.
Wouldn't mess with it.
But the laminated depth chart is handy.
The new studio, I don't believe, is in Longworth Hall because I don't know what that is, but I know.
No, that was one of the places it's not. We were looking at.
Oh, that was the place that fell through the school thing. The place next to your chiropractor.
That was no. My realtor friend suggested looking into it, and we just never connected properly. We were looking at the place connected to my chiropractor, which would have been convenient. I could have walked right over after the show, gotten cracked, twisted, cracked, whatever they do. That makes me feel better a couple weeks later. And but no, we haven't really told people where we are.
No, I mean we're somewhere in.
You don't need to know.
We're near the stadium.
You don't need to know.
That's all you need to know. Near a stadium and evidently a train track.
Right. I still don't know if we're on the right or wrong side of the train track.
We're next to a train track. That's all we need to know.
I just don't know which side.
And as Mo Hall points out, it was indeed a former prison.
Oh, we did tell everybody.
We told people that, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to emphasize it.
No.
So there's a good kickoff coverage. Will Shipley barely makes it to the 20 coming out of the break here. 2:29 left here. Don't want to go 3 and out. Give Dallas another chance to score.
Matthew Graham says the area rug cost over $1,000 guaranteed, presumably facetiously. It was, I think, quite literally the cheapest rug we could find on Amazon that covered a large enough square footage. Basically, at this point, it's more sound deadening than it is aesthetic. Like
for the sound. A lot of the decisions here were for sound.
This is like 1,000 square feet of treated concrete floor. It was basically an echo chamber. So, that wall, everything you can see that's black is sound deadening of some description, and the rugs are sound deadening.
There's not a black mattress in the back, no.
No, correct. It's a
moving
saying. Blanket and then a couple of big panels.
Sam Williams, nice play, making the tackle. We're at second down now, 2:15 left, clock's ticking. I think the Eagles probably going to take it down to the 2-minute warning here. Coordinators love running on first down in 2 minutes because you don't want to give the ball back, but you want to score. End the half with some points. We're at the 2-minute warning. It is a concrete floor.
Yes.
So we had to cover that up. Mm-hmm. Who are y'all's teams? I have no team.
Yeah. Okay. You're a homeless Brady fan now. You don't have a team.
Rooted for Brady. I was Jags in the mid '90s. Grew up in New England during majority of the Brady era, and
what a wild
unbiased NFL analyst.
You're a 1990s Jags fan, a 2010s and zeros Patriots fan, and now you're just a fan for hire.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, the kids will probably pick some teams in the coming years to root for. Like Teddy likes the Titans. Unbiased analyst. That's all I am.
I am unfortunately a Vikings fan. But
somebody was asking us to admit that or something on the show.
I'd like to say still an unbiased fan or an unbiased analyst.
You definitely are an unbiased analyst. Just rooting for the Vikings as well.
Right.
Yeah. Which is fun. I just like the NFL. in college.
These things are not dill pickle chips. They are jalapeno kettle crisps, which are significantly superior. Not that I don't think I've
You
actually.
have chips over there?
I do have a little bag of chips down here.
Oh man. I was like a little self-conscious about the eating thing and how much you want.
I can't eat them for.
We can't mute these things, right?
No. Well, you can, but I don't know how. There's a button here that probably.
If we could mute these, because I'm joking about rubies coming in. If I'm munching on some shrimp or something, you don't want that kind of scene.
I mean, there's probably some stuff we could eat, but crunchy kettle crisps did not fit into that category.
So you did, to answer the question too, you did choose SMU officially?
I did. Pony up.
Because we got gear. He's wearing the gear. Pony
Yes.
Express
What was the
gear.
guy's name? Matt that sent us the stuff?
You should probably remember that. Does he get his name up on the wall? There might be.
Put his name on the wall.
There might be for the YouTube memberships. What can we see in the background here?
We can't see that wall.
You can't see.
I mean, we could
Back here.
tilt it.
We'll see it later. There's a big wall,
Yep.
painted black.
You can see the pillar there, right? There's a black wall behind us. It goes to a desk. There's a white pillar. Everything this side of that white pillar is another bit of black wall now that I painted. That's going to be the wall where we put the names of our YouTube members. So you can get your name. So we were going to do, like the way you dedicate a brick for a building.
Yeah.
But writing anything on those bricks
Can't do the bricks.
Would be a pain.
So you get your name on the wall.
The wall over there is going
as part of the YouTube memberships. One of the tiers.
Yep.
So just keep that in mind. If you want your name, you want to be part of the credits, be part of the squad here. The Wall of Fame, as my wife just said. Hey, Kelly,
Yeah.
what you doing? How are the kids doing? She's calling it the Wall of Fame.
The wall.
know
That's
if we
what
have-
the people are calling it that.
What people are saying. CTM Wall of Fame. Honey, apparently she heard that dig about saying, her and Laura should come in and decorate the place. Good to know our wives are two of the people in the chat here.
I mean, that's 2 of 400.
Plus
whatever.
your sister, brother-in-law. We got at least 4 here in the chat, which is great. Big 3rd and 6 here for Philly. 4-man rush, clean pocket
So,
for Hurts,
yeah.
going down the field. Oh, he's
Got
got
it.
him. That's a dime.
Is that Dotson?
Sure is. Jahan Dotson on. Kyer Elam. If you had to choose a potential weak spot on either defense,
Yeah. You would choose Kyer Elam?
Elam, just let Dotson run right by him.
Yeah.
And then Adoree Jackson was a question mark. It's the number 2 corners here so far tonight.
Well, I mean, whatever about their overall level of quality generally, I mean, if you're not going to get any pressure, Kyer Elam is probably not holding up.
Also, Hurts, I don't know if he took like a little bit of a deeper drop. That was one of those, like, he had space. Like, he knew he was creating a little extra space so that he could unleash the deep ball. That was a dime, by the way, from Hurts. Don't want to take anything away from him. Dotson, that was good. That's what you want from wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Get one of those. Like, you had the Super Bowl near touchdown deep ball.
Yeah, as Anthony just said in the Slack.
Jay Thomas is asking me, which MLB hitters did I face in the minors and what were the results? We'll save that for halftime discussion. Can we do that? With a minute left, I will answer that.
Sure.
We'll try to. There's videos of me online pitching against some
Legit
major league
people?
hitters. Well, I only put it online because I was trying to pitch myself.
You
to
put it
Japan.
online.
I made it because I was pitching myself to Japan late in my career. I was trying to get to Japan, so I was trying to create like a hype video.
Sizzle reel?
I have a
To
sizzle.
send to Japan?
I have a sizzle reel for the Japanese scouts, and it just never materialized.
Dude, I swear to God, if we could have seen you walking around Tokyo at your height.
I know. Well, I had a teammate who was 6'7" who played over there. He's like, "Oh, they would love you." So, well, let's see. Didn't materialize. Big 3rd and 2 here now for the Eagles. Wide open, like the wide openness in this game
High ball, but he got
is
it.
unbelievable. Saquon, nice catch. He's got good ball skills other than that one drop.
Yeah. Concentration drop. Those are okay. They happen.
Now our wives are talking to each other in the chat.
I know.
What's going on here?
Eberflus.
Somebody wants to use Japanese sizzle reel for their fantasy football team. I love that. Japanese sizzle reel. That's great. Check it out. I'm striking out. Broke Troy Gloss's bat, if that means anything to you. Minute 3 here. You don't want to score too quick, the way the defenses are playing. More gap discipline problems.
Oh.
Just don't even put your hands on him, Damon Clark.
Took out the mic. Took out the mic guy.
Man. A lot of average people on the sideline ready to get run over by big, fast NFL players. Like, don't even risk. There's no need to put your hands on Jalen Hurts 3 yards out of bounds and even tempt the referees throwing flags. Don't even do it.
Particularly because it's not like the NFL sideline is unclear. You know what I mean?
Oh, big white grass.
Right. Like it's a very obvious line of demarcation.
Oh, nice run, Saquon. Oh, man, he's good. Kelly sent another message to me directly.
Okay. When he has plays like
can't
that
read it.
and he's just like pure fast twitch muscle, nothing else, like just every move is.
Yeah, I mean, touchdown Saquon, Eagles, again, both teams have scored on every single drive.
Like just look at the way he moves.
The replay, there's a little crease, he finds it, little juke, just really smooth. And it gives Trayvon Diggs a hug in the end zone. I have an Ichiro story. Someone's asking about Ichiro.
Yeah?
I do have an Ichiro story. If I've told this one before. So while we have the extra point, which major leaguers did I face? I have the video that I have. Troy Gloss was a big-time major league hitter. He was on rehab assignment. So I have a video of me pitching against him, broken bat, pop up to second base. I struck out Mark Hamilton and who's the righty? Struck out some righty hitter that played for the Cardinals too. Can't remember his name right now.
Okay.
Struck him out with a good splitter. One of the coolest moments, I struck out Mark Bellhorn, who was on, I was an 04 Red Sox. I was a Red Sox fan, when they won the World Series. He was on the 04 Red Sox. And so 5 years later, he's in AAA, trying to resuscitate his career, stick around. It's not good anymore. But I struck him out, which was fun. Guy was, kind of like on the cool team that I was following.
I'm more interested in what major league players sent you to the moon.
Oh, there's I forget the guy, a Hawaiian guy for the Royals who hit one about 450 to dead center off me. He was up and down in the big leagues. Carlos Gonzalez was one of the bigger guys I faced. He had like a bloop single. It wasn't nothing special. Matt Merton, he got me. Like most of the guys, like my arch nemesis was just like a little average hitting second baseman. A lot of the guys, when I look back, I'm like, oh, this guy was like a 200 hitter in the majors and ripping doubles off me and stuff. I don't know what other ones that come to mind. Struck out Carl Everett. That was fun. I remember the guys I struck out.
Yeah.
Travis Buck.
I would imagine you'd remember that more.
Yeah, that's all I care about. Some guy for the Mariners hit him. I'd like the furthest ball I've ever given up. Guy used to play for the Mariners. I think he got me pretty good. And the other one, Andrew McCutcheon, still playing right now for the Pirates. He hit a ball about 130 miles an hour off me, but right to the shortstop. So it was out. He's 0 for 1 against me. That was when he was like 19 too. He was just a baby. So I remember those. And then Ichiro came down to they got the name. Kila because I remember the name. I can't even. How do you even pronounce his name? Kahewe? I don't know how to say it.
No idea how you say
Kila.
that.
He was with the Omaha Royals. My old teammate was on there. He was making fun of me. He goes, dude, he hit that ball a mile against you. Ichiro came down to hit against us when we were in A-ball with the Brewers. And he led off every inning. You've probably heard this story, like you even care. He led off every inning in like a spring training game just to get some at-bats in. And this one out, he was just working on stuff. He was working on some bunts and whatever. He has this at-bat against a lefty pitcher on my team. And it was 2-2. He fouled off like 10 straight pitches. Just like, foul. Like he didn't like this one, didn't like that one, just kept fouling it off. And then he hit a ball about 420 to right center. Ichiro, who's not a power hitter, hit an absolute bomb. And it felt like he's just so much better than everybody. He was just toying with an A-ball pitcher, fouling pitches off, and then hits an absolute bomb, which you don't see Ichiro do. That was fun. That was fun to watch. Yeah, that was Keela. Cobra and Corey both got it. That dude hit a missile off me. I'll look it up. There's some stuff on the interweb. Guys that I faced. I really think we're going to see scoring through the roof this year. I was anticipating this. Not this bad, though. Dallas still has a chance to score here. They're at the 12, 44 seconds. That's where we are right now.
The defenses have done nothing in this game. Like they're not getting pressure. They're not covering.
Tackling's awful.
Yeah, obviously those two things.
When they do cover, it's this.
It's
a penalty.
Ja'Cory and Bennett.
It's just very grabby. I don't know what's happening. It's just one game, but it looks awful. Chiefs Chargers both going to put up 40 tomorrow night.
And if anybody does get a stop, you can now make a 70-yard field goal.
You're just waiting for those now.
Yeah. I mean, somebody's like Jake Elliott's capable of hitting 65 or whatever.
No, really, when you make a stop, they're just manufacturing taunting penalties to give the offense a free 15. NFL's going to love this year. Love this year. Taunting stupid. They're going to be in field goal range in no time. Another flag. If it's only a 5-yard gain, we need a flag to push it forward.
Roughing the passer.
I'm watching the replay. It might be a hand. It might be. He may have grazed the face mask.
Here we go.
Watch. Yep.
I mean, yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, whatever's happening tonight, there's only a 5-yard gain, but look, there's a 15-yard penalty.
How much would you pay if you could, a premium service, if you could go back for a week to just 1998 rules?
Be fun to watch. Other than the, head trauma. It was a different game. You remember when we were at the Super Bowl, and I told you I watch old games all the time?
Yeah.
The old Super Bowl. It's jarring, man. A guy catches it,
yeah,
and then the ball gets knocked out, and they're like, fumble. And you're not waiting for a replay and thinking it's incomplete. No, it's a fumble.
Any of these, the NFL and rugby, you go back and watch games from the 90s or the 80s, it's insane. They're totally different games. The level of violence is absurd. And it's okay, on the one hand, clearly the games have been made safer. On the other hand, they are violent games. You're not ever taking away the danger.
Yeah.
At some point, do you not just have to call them combat, hazardous sports and play on? It's MMA or boxing. You can't make it safe. The design of the thing is to hit the guy in the head. You can't.
No, because there's a version of football that actually involves flags.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So there is there's a spectrum of
right, but because
80s old school football and flag football, and the NFL is just not saying they're going flags and they're soft, but there's still ways to.
But that's why I feel like you should draw a line and say, look, there is this version over here with flags where nobody hits anybody and it's perfectly safe. You want to play that. If you want to play football, this is what we do over here and you're going to get hit.
Another request for a scoreboard. I do believe that would help. We could try to enhance this as we further this. That looks like it was a rip move by Nolan Smith. So it looks like a hold, but I don't think it was by right tackle Terrence Steele. Can the defense make a stop here? Third down. So we're at 20 seconds left here in the first half.
The one sport, by the way, where if you want to see what it looked like in the 80s and it still looks basically the same, is rugby league. Those guys in Australia have a steadfast refusal to adapt the game in any way, shape, or form, and it still looks like prison rules.
Interesting. 3rd and 5 for Dallas.
Oh!
And it's complete to Pickens.
Got it.
On Quinion
He had to
Mitchell.
stop because of a drop, but he actually got it back.
I assume he was touched down. They're getting the ball set up. 8 seconds. Dallas has 1 timeout, so they're going to save this for a 70-yard field goal. This would be what would this be? Were they a 63-yard field goal from here?
rugby league will have hits like from the longest yard, and then the announcers will be like, "Oh, it's crazy. That's not a penalty."
Oh, so they got a timeout with 15 seconds. So they got some time. 15 seconds left, 21-17. Would be a 63-yard field goal from here, I believe. I can't hear what Chris and Mike are saying. I'm assuming they're saying the same.
It's not even worth attempting at this point.
You know where Mike's really good?
I'm only interested in 73 yards.
I know. I've said this before, but I think Tirico's really good at laying out situational football, game situations, and what to consider. He's very well prepared.
Yeah.
Very good at that as a play-by-play guy. Everybody has their thing. Like Al's telling you what this means for the spread. Mike's over there
without ever mentioning the spread.
Yeah. He's like, some people are interested in this at the end of the game.
Which, I mean, okay, that was one thing when it was, the NFL couldn't be seen within
before it was powered by
within a
FanDuel.
mile of any kind of organized gambling.
Yeah.
Now it's like presented by gambling sites, and Al still refuses to actually name the thing that he's talking about. Oh.
All right, they're in range here, about 54-yarder.
Chip shot.
Did the center just position the ball?
And it looked like the D tackle jumped off as well. I think that could have been neutral zone. Not that I want to see that either, but Brandon Aubrey, usually money from this kind of distance.
Yeah, 53. Gotta ice him. Gotta ice him.
We had Josh Pate talking about what he would do is, like, if I'm ever commissioner, you're not allowed to call a timeout before a kick, ever. So I don't care. Figure it out beforehand.
As soon as someone lines up for a kick at the end of a half or game,
you lose the timeout.
You're icing your timeouts.
Right. You no longer have the ability to call a timeout.
You lose all timeouts. I like that. Just play football.
Just sick of this. I don't care if it works. I just don't want the 30-second interruption.
I don't think it actually works.
I think it does work. I think that's the problem. Is there is evidence that says icing kickers does work, but it's heinous.
By a couple percentage points. Dallas to get within one here with the field goal. That's where we are. Hey, you got it.
Easy. Never in doubt.
21-20 at halftime. Eagles getting the ball.
That was like a three-quarter golf swing as well. Like he's not even trouble to get it. 53.
Let's tweet out that we're live. Tell everybody. Let's do a little halftime Q&A.
There we go. Look, we got a guy, Joe Burrow 94, watching from Canberra, Australia. So he knows about, rugby league, probably.
See?
Maybe.
I had an old teammate used to tell me about rugby league all the time. I've been dealing with rugby people my entire career.
I don't like rugby league, but I do appreciate their steadfast refusal to adapt to the modern age. Like, just, they're out there and go, no, this is a violent-ass sport. Deal with it. Glad we got that 30 seconds from Brian Schottenheimer there.
Do a
Key
halftime.
Insights.
Can we do away with the coach interview?
Yeah, I think we should.
Aren't there some media people like, no, we need that? Like the halftime.
This is another.
Why do we need it?
This is another Australian thing. Australian sports seem to have been at the forefront of pushing all of these sort of TV innovations that are consistently more and more intrusive into the actual teams, right? It starts off with, interviewing the guy on the sideline as he's walking off. They always had the cameras in the dressing rooms before everybody else, and you see them in the locker room and stuff. They took to interviewing people during games as well. Like, hey, the coach during the game, let's get 30 seconds from him. They're like, what do we know? Number one, we don't need to hear from him right now. Number two, he's probably busy, right? Like, leave him alone. I don't know that any of these innovations actually add anything to the broadcast, but all of them are quite jarring.
Coach interviews add nothing.
Yeah.
They add absolutely nothing.
I find that all of them, you just come away with thinking, why? What are we doing? Why do we need this?
All right, we'll do a little halftime Q&A.
Okay.
Fire away at the chat. Check the mic studio. It's our first time doing a watch along.
Watching from Chile, Jonathan Exler.
Oh yeah, drop your country in here.
Got Australia.
If it's not
we've got Chile.
the United States. Can we get somebody from Antarctica again? That was a great goal we
That was
had a
good.
few years back, and we had somebody. I can't remember if they were in Antarctica or like frequented there.
I think they were there when they sent the message.
That was awesome. We've reached all ends of the earth.
Got another Chile person. Sam
Anybody in Siberia?
Rattlehead?
Can we get Siberia? Vancouver? Ooh, United States? Checking in from the moon.
I don't believe that's true.
Mississippi?
Melbourne, another Australia.
It's close.
Steve's shoes seem small in proportion to his height. What is your shoe size?
16. So it's not. Toronto, we have someone. I watched the Blue Jays last night. They absolutely rake, Sam, those dudes. I watched Major League history last night with my son, Toby. Last night was the first time in history a team was up 5 runs at home
Okay.
and then proceeded to give up a run in 7 straight innings to lose. That's what the Reds did.
We got Scotland. Who was that? Liam. We've got Switzerland from Patrizio.
Montana, lived out there one summer. Helena, we got a Montana.
Okay, I can't tell if Jeff
Pyongyang?
Tomato is serious or not, but he says Pyongyang, which is North Korea, right?
Is that double Toronto's there? Another Australia? Andromeda Galaxy?
Yeah, okay,
Impressive.
now people are just taking it too far.
I feel like they're making up. Arkansas, I don't believe it. So now you've gone way too far.
Nobody in Arkansas is the internet.
I was waiting for that. Do you ever
soon?
follow
Too soon?
Vernon Maxwell? The old Houston Rockets guard?
No.
Check out his Twitter account. He's got a great shtick just making fun of people from Utah. So great. He's like, I apologize to people from Utah. I never would have said that. I had no idea that people from Utah had the internet, that type of thing.
That's an old joke.
Yeah, but it's like consistent.
We got
It's really
Norway, and I believe this one because his surname is Andreessen.
good. Minnesota. No offense to Utah. I'm just passing along what Vernon Maxwell said.
Utah has some of the most picturesque landscape in the entire country.
As does Montana,
It does.
which
Big
was
sky.
great out there.
I cannot believe this game started with Jalen Carter just gobbing on the quarterback from.
If you're just tuning into the
yard
football
away.
game, Jalen Carter got tossed before a snap as the Cowboys were lining up for the first snap. What's with the why are people? One guy saying it's a crazy camera angle. This is our watch along set. That's the angle. Our real set's over there, and we might go live with the real set later on.
Look,
as a
this is
big recap.
artfully framed. That gets it achieves a number of things, right? Number one, it creates forced perspective whereby you and I seem similar sizes, even though we're very not. Number two, it puts both of our neon signs in the picture and your Palazzolo jersey in the shot.
I think it's well done. It's artfully done.
Number three, it gives you just a sliver of the TV, so you can see what we're doing here. you know?
Yeah, just a sliver. There's a TV.
Frankly, I think this is
It hits all the high
masterful work.
notes.
Yeah.
Everything we're looking for. Anyone who criticizes you, including your wife, I mean, it's unwarranted because you did 98% of the work in this place.
It's true.
And,
well, no, I didn't. Of the two of us,
between us,
yes,
right? You did.
Tyler did
Yeah.
some work. We had some help.
I took some measurements to kind of like lay the frame.
You took measurements.
Just so you knew what you were doing.
Right.
Put a chair together. So I did some stuff.
Right.
You did the majority of it, so I certainly can't complain.
Right.
And I don't want other people to either, because I appreciate the work you
Yeah.
put in here. Sorry about the mic. Whose wife picked the rug? You did.
I don't even know if I picked this rug or if we just found literally the cheapest rug on Amazon and that was like large enough. It was 10 by 12 or something feet. There aren't that many rugs of this size, so we just got the cheapest thing we could get. Plus, this was at the point where I'd gotten kind of bored of trawling Facebook Marketplace for people who were listing rugs for like 20
For sound
bucks.
editing.
Yeah. I was kind of done with traveling around Cincinnati and being given like entrance into people's garages to pick up.
They want to see the chair that I
Rugs and
made.
stuff.
It was Renner sat in it.
You can see it. It's this one right here over my shoulder.
Look, still in one piece. We had one person sitting it. I forgot to switch it out. I should sit in the chair that I made. It is only fair.
I just don't think that's necessarily wise.
Get a Dory Jackson off of CD Lamb. He's getting cooked.
Somebody there is saying we should give studio tours. I don't think we're going to give studio tours, but we may offer certain live events here, like have a big watch along, right? We can record a show from our set over here, and we'll have 10, 15, 20 people in here to watch.
I honestly want to
audience.
get a small bleacher set
Now,
up here.
as luck would have it, that's exactly the kind of thing you can find on Facebook Marketplace.
Small bleachers.
Like movie theater chairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could have a cool little stadium seating. Our neighbors would be really, because it's right where the neighbors walk by. I mean, they'd be like, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
But if we had a live studio audience for some big events, that would be quite fun.
Yeah.
I don't think, do we think we'll ever be hiring?
Who knows?
Us specifically, I don't know. Us, but like we're not looking at right now necessarily. We're lean, trying to keep the show, get the show moving forward at the moment.
I mean, anything is on the table, but it requires, the growth and the listenership to make it happen. Never say never.
Got to keep growing. Got to keep growing. I had suggested to you if we did a day of college football watch along. If we did like 8 hours.
SMU game.
Oh yeah, we should do a big well this weekend. Kelly probably has plans for us this weekend. We should set up a big SMU game would be awesome. But like a really good college football watch along for about 8 hours, where we do have to have food and
Oh yeah.
drinks and
Speaking
have
of
stuff.
drinks, you wanna grab me a diet Dr. Pepper from the
Sure, I set the fridge up too. Actually, in this place,
You were given this up until you built the chair. You were given one task in this studio, and it was to attach, not even to construct a fridge, just to attach the handle to the front of it.
I know.
And you went at it with a power tool.
Yeah.
And-
All I know is it keeps your drinks cold.
Well, this is an insulated thing. They should keep it cold too. But while you were
nice.
doing it, I was asking you, do you think that you should be using a power tool on the fridge handle
We don't need to get into it.
And you were like, no, it's cool.
We don't need to get into it.
But it stripped the screws, and now the door handle doesn't work.
What's our partnership? 33rd team. They run the show here. They're our bosses. 33rd team gave us the opportunity to start the new feed, to start Check the Mic. What?
Nate says that can was comically small in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Andre the Giant over there,
It's a normal
holding a beer can.
Dr. Pepper.
See, this is, Nathan, how big is Steve? Again, people just do not, I am a 5'11" normal size human being.
We have new research. We have new listeners. There it is. There it is.
I told you, Celine.
NFL Plus, Celine Dion.
Okay.
Glad the
Excuse
volume's down. Oh, that's good. It's a good sound. Everybody's going to want to
What's
drink
that,
now.
ASMR? Is that what that's called? The sound, the people that listen to weird things, just the sound of them.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Did not know that a thing.
See, we're down with the kids.
Yeah, I remember my picks were bad a couple years ago.
Really bad, yeah.
CFL watch along, I'm not interested.
No, God, no. I'm not watching the CFL.
Now we know Kelly fixes things in the Palazzolo household. No comment. No comment. I did the Leo pointing at the TV meme. I really did. I really did. I'm just glad we didn't have to hear that.
White diet, get zero sugar, Dr. Pepper. So, I don't know. I prefer the taste of diet, having consumed diet for long enough that you go back onto zero and it doesn't quite taste the same. Drinking diet soda, it's better for you, but it does kind of break you in that you can't tolerate the sugar version anymore. And then you can't really drink the zero sugar version either because it tastes closer to the real one.
Stop singing in the chat. Thank you. Start a wall of coffee bags that we've won. That would be great.
There, the guy is singing the Celine.
No, I know that. I said stop singing, please. Enough. I don't want what's in my head again. I don't even want to watch preseason football next year because of it. Scarred.
This should be like if you want the next $1 million idea as an advertising executive, you need to come up with a system that creates an ad like that and simply changes out the music every time it plays. Like just a different song every time. How hard can that be? The ad itself is fine. It's the fact that they're playing the same song every damn time.
The whole point is for you to notice it, not to be, if you're annoyed by it, that's still like a win for them. Kelly said, send the message. You were making fun of my handiwork on the show.
Yeah.
And she clipped it and sent it to me and said, tell Sam, now he knows what I deal with.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to reiterate that on the show, that she deals with my incompetence often, apparently. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we're all
I mean, look,
We all have our strengths and weaknesses.
on the one hand, it worked out well that you weren't here to help with the studio.
It did.
On the other hand, when we had to tinker with the lighting the other day, you being 9 foot tall was useful.
I was helpful. I was holding the lights in place while you were
Exactly.
warming the lights.
There were definitely a few times during this process when I was annoyed that I was personally not 7 feet tall. Like, it would have been handy to be your height during some of this stuff, and you not being there, like, you could have been useful, but in a limited capacity.
I'm here
could
now.
have had use.
I'm here now. We could be your halftime show, everybody. How often do you want to do this? Let us know. If you want to keep watching games with us. I thought we might do it next Thursday, but here we are. What?
I think that's my favorite Steve size-related question I've ever seen now. Jamie Moore says, does Steve have to bring his own silverware to restaurants? How does he use a regular human-sized fork and spoon?
Stop. I get like, I when I travel, I rent, I was in my rental car the other day. I just get like a normal mid-size.
Yeah.
Just a normal mid-size car.
Yeah.
They look at me they're like, you want an upgrade? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll fit. I'm fine. Get the leg room. Do all of the Monday night games? I don't know.
We will not be doing
We can't do every game.
this. We'll also not be doing this for, 7 hours of commercial-free red zone.
No.
Sunday's the one day where we need to actually, each have multiple screens and concentrate and, write notes and that kind of thing. Otherwise, there's no Monday show.
Yeah, my Sunday, especially 1 o'clock, try to do the 4 and 4. I have 2 TVs, 2 4-box mixes. If there's more than 8 games, throw one on the computer, got red zone going, second half starting here. So you got to pay attention to a lot.
Yeah.
The best we could do, like maybe a 4 o'clock, 3-game mix or something.
I don't think.
But I don't even
yeah.
like to risk it.
I don't
Those
think,
are high pressure days for us to try to take in a lot of information.
I don't think Sunday is realistic. I think Island games, there's a chance. Again, it all comes down to what the feedback for this kind of thing is. We've got a lot of people watching. Hit the like button, write the comments, like, let us know you like this. And it's the kind of thing we can come back to. Island games are definitely a possibility. Sunday is probably not an option because of how much we actually need to work, quote unquote.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of prep. We try to bring something on Monday morning, right? We try to bring something to
we're
the table
literally
and capture
taking
as much
notes
as we can.
and stuff,
yeah,
right? Like, it's tough to do that and talk on the thing.
I forgot to take notes during this, but I think we'll capture it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit Monday morning.
What do you make of the red zone decision to start showing ads?
I mean, they're not losing the action, so I don't think it's going to be as intrusive and bad as people say. But you're right, like the way you position it as their whole catchphrase is 12 hours, whatever it is, of 8 hours of commercial-free football.
Right. If you make like a business/editorial decision and it means you literally need to change the intro of your show, it's probably not a great decision. Like,
now it's just 7-8 hours of continuous football.
well, they already changed it last year. Because remember, people have sort of forgotten they did this last year.
Yeah.
Like the last show, I think the very last week or whatever, they floated the test balloon, right? Because it was a big thing that Scott Hansen couldn't open the show by saying 7 hours of commercial-free football because it wasn't anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so they've already done this, right? And they're going to continue it. But that man has sat in the studio for however many years he's been doing this, and every single show has opened it with 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now and no longer. So just for that, I mean, is that worth four 15-second commercials? How much are they getting out of that?
Yes, probably is.
I don't think it is.
I mean, we'd sell out too. I'm just kidding. We would never. I don't, and it's still part of Sunday Ticket, right? Because I know they're selling it in all these different
By the way,
packages.
this also is contingent on, so number one, you're right, it's going to be picture-in-picture, so you're still going to see the stuff. They are, though, going to the ads audio. So, and that changes dramatically if it's Celine.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're not going to be selling NFL Plus, though. They're not going to be selling NFL Plus on Red Zone.
You say that.
I do.
And
that'll change by next year, right?
If we get Celine Dion
What
Red
if that
Zone,
commercial's live for 5 straight years? Look
gonna
at the
be
room
very
Saquon
upset.
has to
He's
run.
still going.
Why are people just throwing shoulders? I know that's Malik Hooker, but they're just throwing shoulders to tackle. Just throwing a shoulder at him.
Tackling in the NFL is a lost art form.
there's not like a pattern that, hey, every week one, the tackling's bad. But every now and again, it's like, man, these guys, you feel a little unprepared for hitting right now.
Yeah. By the way,
Tackling.
did you
Live
see
tackling.
the tweet of because remember, because McAfee had a thing, it's like, I don't think anyone's really upset about the commercials.
Didn't he apologize for that or something?
Probably because it was a pretty stupid thing to say. But there's somebody had a tweet while he was saying that. Coincidentally, it was a time where his own show had gone small and was showing a Dr. Pepper commercial around it. So it's like from an ESPN studio, Pat McAfee claims nobody's upset about the advertising whilst advertising
That's
Dr.
funny.
Pepper. It was just a pretty hilarious coincidental timing thing.
A.J. Dillon on the carry there.
Quadzilla.
If anybody's A.J. Dillon, his potential, size and speed, as a compliment to Saquon Barkley, not a bad landing spot. I mean, anybody fits in well behind the Eagles' offensive line.
I mean, look, he's a good backup to Shipley.
That's a good point. You get Shipley, too. Let's see, run him downhill, 2nd and 1. Yeah, we do need the score bug.
That would, yeah.
How easily can we pull that out? How difficult is that?
On a phone, probably quite difficult. I don't know. We're gonna have to look. We'll have to debrief after this. There'll be some learnings.
Yeah, we'll take the feedback.
Right. And we'll figure out how we can improve it.
Let's just be serious. It's a miracle that you can hear us. So, step one. Step one. There's video and there's audio.
When this was first conceptualized,
This is the worst it'll ever be.
It's the worst it'll ever be. When this was first conceptualized, we were like, we can use the main cameras that we've got over here, that we do the main show from. We can just spin them around and we can do the show. Can you imagine that you and me operating this camera setup like this?
No. Because right now the show's being produced remotely.
Generally, yes. Not this particular show.
No, like our general show. Like we don't have a producer in the studio with us.
Yeah.
So
People are saying like the audio is fine. These are legit. Like these are, if you watch a lot of YouTube, this is what all the YouTubing kids are out there with, right? These little DJI mics, this is what they all use.
Yeah,
they're legit stuff.
Yeah. The YouTubers.
Yeah.
Can't believe we weren't invited
All
to
the
that
influencers.
YouTube NFL ad. Like we didn't get in with Mr. Beast and
Mr.
all the other
Beast,
people I've never heard of. That the kids apparently watch.
All the other people I've never heard of.
There's a defensive play coming up here. Watch this. Kneeland. Look at Marshawn.
Sack. We got a sack?
A negative play. Wait. Is there a personal foul? Is he
Right.
going to taunt?
Watch somebody
What do we got
negate
here?
it with a flag.
Marshawn Kneeland. So Lane Johnson's passing him off to Steen. Steen's not ready for it. Watch the replay here. Lane Johnson starts by blocking, then he kicks out to go help on Bland. Look, I'm no O-line guru. I don't know if that was the right move by Lane Johnson. I'm sure it was. But Steen wasn't ready to block Kneeland, and he's got a pretty easy free run at Jalen Hurts for the sack. Finally, a defensive stop and a 3rd and 18 now for the Eagles. We're at 3rd and 18, 9:15 left.
Oh!
That's a really quick pressure by Dante Fowler beating Jordan Mailata. That was a really good rush there.
Yeah.
So Dallas's pass rush starting to step up, and this is going to be the first punt of the game. No,
That
field
was
goal from
another
58.
time where it was very close to being a strip sack.
Nice rush by Fowler. He had a bunch of sacks last year for Washington.
Mailata has some of those reps on tape. Like he's a really good left tackle.
Yeah.
But every now and again he loses pretty hard.
Yeah, his clean losses are way worse than, say, a Lane on the other side,
Yeah.
a Lane Johnson. Still haven't seen a punt in this game.
Well, it's because you can attempt kicks from miles away.
Easy 58-yarder. Man, the scoring this year.
I mean, honestly, if you get to midfield now, you're well within field goal range. Like, I mean, you and I are both old enough that I used to watch kickers, and if you could, like, clearing 50 was an achievement for some kickers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there were kickers that did not have a 50-plus yard field goal within their
Oh, yeah,
range.
there were a lot of kickers. I mean, Morton Anderson, late in his career, it's like this dude's money up till 45.
I mean, the old guys always lost it. But
yeah.
there were like, there were kickers that were perfectly...
Didn't have 50.
That were in their,
Yeah.
20s, right? They were like in their prime and did not have a 52-yard kick in the bag.
No, it's true. It's true.
Like now, if you didn't have a 62-yard kick in the bag, you would be seen. I mean, even so there was the guys that didn't have 50, and then even when kicks were starting to move in the right direction, like Ryan Longwell was a great kicker, and 56 was like the edge of his range.
Yeah.
Now you got these guys. I mean, 66 is perfectly achievable.
58 good from 67.
Yeah, you're going to see a 70-yard kick this year.
Already have.
One that counts.
In a low pressure situation. So we have 24-20. Eagles, I mean, the pressure's on offenses. Like, can't have a sack. Can't have a sack on second down to make it 3rd and 18.
But the interesting thing, I talked about this with Drew Disnick a bit on that circuit panel. Like, let's assume that 70-yard as a field goal is kind of the range for almost everybody at this point. What is that going to do to scoring? Because on the one hand, you can now attempt a field goal from, like, you can move the ball 20 yards. You got a field goal range, right? On the other hand, you miss that, you're now setting them up in field goal range.
It's the same as the 4th down decisions. It's not always more scoring, but there are certain games. I never forget the game a few years ago, the Browns and Chargers. And I said, and it was like 50-45 or something. I said, this is a new age football game because they both were uber aggressive on 4th down, and they didn't get some of them, which set up good field position for the other team.
Right.
And so the scoring was through the roof. Not because the offenses were dominant, it's because there was a lot of short fields and just craziness going on. I think that's what it leads to is when you have 4th down decisions like that, you have short fields, or if you miss a long field goal, short fields, and just easier scoring. Now you add the kickoff rule, touchbacks to the 30. There'll be more long kickoffs. There'll be just, you've got to go 15, 20 yards, like you said, to have a scoring opportunity. That's crazy. Like, McAfee must hate this. Poor punters.
But I think it's going to be interesting because you assume like you can now attempt field goals from miles away. It's like scoring's going to be up, right? It's just free points. But it also means if you miss those, you're immediately setting the other team up in really good range. Like, are you going to be less keen to go for those because you're increasing the distance that you're starting yourself back if you miss it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Somebody said that we need to swap seats for perspective. I said, right now we've got 246 likes. If we get to 400, we'll swap chairs for the giggle.
Fine. That's everybody just clicks like and I got to get up?
Yeah, we got to swap seats. You look like Gandalf and I'll look like the hobbits from Lord of the Rings.
There's a picture in my phone of me and Neil Hornsby, founder.
Yes, there is.
Hanging out a few years ago. I've got all the perspective in me. I mean, he looks like, it looks fake how much bigger I am than him. And he's not tiny, but...
I was telling you when I set up this shot that if you were sitting in this seat, that's exactly what this shot would look like.
Yeah.
Like whatever about, when we're on location somewhere and we're forced to be sitting next to each other and there's just no way of hiding it. But like...
we can't.
This is actively working in one direction.
Look at this room, Javonte. I mean, he's 5, 6, 7 yards downfield before anybody's even threatening to touch him. Cowboys offensive line having success. Eagles defensive line, not so much. That was better.
Yeah, Jordan Davis
with a good stop.
Generally speaking, I wouldn't try and run right into him.
No, the big nose tackles running downhill at them, they can handle that well. Getting them moving though. Little lateral stuff. Dory's not on the field. They got Bennett in for him. You don't necessarily notice that stuff until the broadcast is pointed out for you. Is that what we have? Mitchell's on, CD out wide right now. Oh, it's just because they've got 22 personnel.
Oh, there's room there. Oh,
good finish. Got to close quickly.
Zach Bond.
Bond was really one of the biggest free agent signings in recent NFL history. The impact he had just for the 1 year, the fact that they went to the Super Bowl, how great he played. And has the pick in the Super Bowl deep in Chiefs territory.
I mean, think how improbable that was. They signed basically a special teamer.
Yeah.
A guy who was going to play a few snaps, and he ends up being an all-pro linebacker. I mean, that's crazy.
Oh, there's a play coming up.
Good, train's back.
Jihad Campbell up the seam. Watch the rookie.
Oh, that's nice.
That's rookie Jihad Campbell running the seam. with a pass breakup, tough collision, him and Sidney Brown.
I would hate to be an NFL tight end.
I really love Jahad Campbell as a prospect. I thought he might go top 15 as the top linebacker prospect.
There was a lot of speculation that he would. Like as we went closer and closer to the draft, people were pushing higher and higher the level that Jahad Campbell might go, and then he ends up actually almost sliding and ending up down with Philadelphia.
Well, we just got like 25 new likes.
Oh, they've been cranking since I said it.
Since you announced that?
Yeah. People want to see you looking like Gandalf. Now we're still, 93 away from 400, but still.
Do the likes, do the subscribes, do all the things. Subscribers are up a little bit last couple days. Fun to see. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight.
Do you think that train ever stops running? Like, is it just all through the night?
Industry doesn't sleep, Sam.
Trains are always going?
Yes.
Okay.
There's always something to train around.
Always something to train around.
Mozzie is inactive tonight. I didn't completely realize. Sometimes it's tough. I mean, somebody was asking about Kenny Clark a while back. It's tough to zero in on one player in a first watch. Often why I do have the second screen to like see replays and catch things, but
I mean,
it hasn't been noticeable, right?
Well, also, I mean, the theory was, right, like Kenny Clark's going to come in and fix the run game by himself. I mean, just look at the box score. That's not happening.
It's not. I've done this whole show without my laptop. They said it couldn't be done.
They said it couldn't be done. The doubters.
How's the box? Can we see the box score? What do we got here?
Okay.
A lot of tabs.
I do.
I like to click offense there.
Okay.
You get a little expanded view on the NFL GSIS site.
It's fine.
Okay, Hurts, yeah. Saquon, feeling that. Javonte Williams at 4.1 per carry.
So with the great run stuffing Kenny Clark in the lineup, the rushing has been extensive.
Still six yards a pop.
Yeah.
That includes a couple scrambles by Hurts, a few scrambles, but
Correct.
yeah, it's not significant enough.
But like they're almost at 100 yards without Jalen Hurts in there.
A.J. Brown still without a catch, and it really hasn't mattered. They have not been stopped. So Trayvon Diggs, shutting him down. I wouldn't even call it that. Like they just haven't needed him. Like everything else was open.
Yeah.
The one deep ball was to Jahan Dotson. Everything else underneath has been
Right.
open.
I mean, it's not like, it's not like the defense has been causing problems.
I really enjoyed that play by Jahad Campbell, though. That was nice.
It was a very good play. I'm kind of slightly surprised they didn't call a flag on the hit that came right after it, but glad they didn't.
Oh boy, stuff's going down. 2nd and 10. Little pin and pull by the Cowboys. Campbell's being moved by somebody,
Sanders?
and it's a big run by Miles Sanders, who's not as fast.
Went for the ball.
Not as fast as Zach Bond.
Zach Bond went for a punch and out the ball, not the tackle.
Tyler Smith with a beautiful block on the pull. He kicks out Jahad Campbell, who's lined up as on the edge there as like a Sam linebacker. That's a really nice run by Sanders. Good patience, hits the hole.
Dude,
it's not fast, but
look what happens to Adoree Jackson here. Just ends up falling over in the way.
I see Reed Blankenship got tossed by Terrence Steele.
Ed Reed Blankenship and Adoree, the two DBs that were going to be required because the blocking was good, both got wrecked.
Wow. That was impressive by the Cowboys up front. And then Sanders, I thought the patience before he turned on the
it was nice. It was a nice run by him.
So yeah, not a good night for punters still.
Or depending on your perspective.
It's true. Good safe night. Tough night for punting fans. Where's our punt fan?
That's true. What's he going to do this year?
Not going to be a punt all year. NFL's on pace for 0 punts.
Look, here's Adoree comes in. Oh, that's Ed Reed Blankenship getting tossed to the ground by his face.
A yoink and a face mask.
There's the George Pickens we know and love.
Jeez, George. He's like, what'd I do?
I did say it was only a matter of time before George Pickens got himself into a fight in this game.
Oh yeah, it's going to get heated. Did he get into a fight with the Eagles last year? He did, right? Steelers, Eagles?
Yeah, with Darius Slay. The two of them were in the stand, right?
That's right. Yeah, like during a Hail Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Zach Bond, watch Bond here on this play, Sam.
You predicting the future could get annoying.
Yeah, I'll stop doing that. Pass up the seam. Nice pass break up by Zach Bond. These Eagles linebackers can run.
The old throw to the back of his head thing.
Yeah. I mean, you could say it's slightly underthrown. I mean, it threw it to the back of his head. Slightly underthrown by Dak, I would say. A little stick nod route by Jake Ferguson. Zach Bond with a nice, just being in position.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough throw. Like, you've got to...
Yeah, of course.
You throw that because you know he's not looking. You're throwing it at the back of his head because
you want to put it up a little bit higher.
That does mean you have a pretty small window to get the ball where your guy can catch it and it doesn't have to go through the linebacker.
That pass get tipped? We got a 2nd and 22. Tough to tell if that got tipped at the line. Let's see, we got a replay here. I think Jordan Davis may have gotten a... When you're big, they say you got a paw on it. The announcers?
You've got paws. You would have, yeah.
Got a paw on that,
Definite
Jordan
paws.
Davis. You almost got us up to 350.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Wow. Zach Bond impact free agent last year.
We have, what, 57 likes to get before you and I swap chairs and look utterly ridiculous.
3rd and 22. What do you think?
Oh, he dropped it and then got clocked.
I can't think of a dumber penalty on 3rd and 22.
But he's got to, I mean, he's got to make the hit. You can't just let him try and catch it.
Like, what do you think's going to happen? He puts a forearm shiver right through his face mask.
Right, but he's falling. Like he's on his knees at the time. Like he's dropped a yard in height by the time that ball comes in.
It's so tough. It's so,
in rugby,
such a fast
they would call
score.
that mitigation. Like the mitigation is a sudden drop just before the hit. Sudden drop
like
in height.
humans can't adjust to that.
Right. Now, the counter argument to that is
literally just let him catch it.
yeah, the counter argument to that is it's a zero tolerance thing. It doesn't really matter why it happened. The point is it happened, therefore it's a penalty. And I have some sympathy for that. Like I never buy the argument of like, what's he supposed to do? Like sometimes you're not supposed to do anything. It's just, it is a penalty. It's a loud train this time.
Fumbled. We got a Dallas fumble. Miles Sanders.
Where are you going? Oh, they're celebrating in the end zone?
Literally, that's the first defense. That's the first non-scoring drive right there. Was that Jordan Davis on the force?
I mean, it wasn't really a force either. He just could have lost it, right?
First turnover of the year. Well, that's a big development there in a game where there's only scoring so far. That's not Jordan Davis. Who was that? 94?
30. What?
Byron Young. If you're giving credit. If you're scoring at home, it might go to Byron Young. And now the defense is running a tush push.
In celebration.
With Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah, just to clarify, in celebration.
Right.
Huge turn of events there. Wow. What do you think, man? That was big.
Yeah. I mean, in a game where defenses are making plays, getting a turnover is pretty important.
So now the Cowboys running backs coming back to bite. The investment.
Yeah, though I don't think a lack of investment is why Miles Sanders fumbled the ball away.
No, I know. Apparently Harry called it 5 minutes. What did Harry call? Called what? A fumble? Glad Kelly's still watching.
This game isn't, none of us have this in our Survivor game, right?
No.
That would be a rough one. That's always a rough one.
Anyone
if you
have?
go out, not just in week 1, but if you go out on the Thursday opener,
That would be bad.
like one game has happened and you're out.
Well, this was the biggest spread of the week. And look, I mean, Philly marches down and scores a touchdown, and you know, they're up 11, but
Right.
tied for the biggest spread of the week at 8.5. And yeah, remember, 3 weeks from now, there'll be 3 games at 10 or more.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, like the Colts are going to go lay an egg, or Titans are going to be bad. Somebody's going to be bad. Sorry, I'm not picking on teams. Somebody's going to be bad this week, and they're going to be 12-point underdogs in 2 weeks here. And all optimism is going to be gone pretty quickly. Harry's just rooting for his picks. We all took the Eagles in this one? I think we all agreed Eagles.
I think so. I don't have.
Despite my talking up the Cowboys.
Keep wondering where my phone is. It's the camera.
I'm using my phone for the chat. Still haven't laptopped here. Let's fire it up. Get the box score. We got a Doppler. We got a Doppler update. Doppler.
Oh yeah.
We got some green and reds coming in here.
Get some weather moving in.
Some weather moving in to the link.
To the link. I don't care about that.
No, not here. No.
Like yeah.
This isn't like the local news updating us on the tornado.
Buzzing us in to tell us that we've got a tornado heading a county away.
No, this offensive showdown might end up as a defensive rain game soon.
Or a lightning delay.
Hope Will's enjoying his anniversary date. Leaving us to ourselves here. Would this game be different with Micah Parsons and Jalen Carter in there? I think.
Yes, you might actually have some defense.
I think there'd be some impact.
It's probably not a coincidence that the 2 best defenders that would have been available for this game are not there, and consequently there is very little defense being played.
Oh boy. Now it's going to be a really long live stream. They're going in for lightning.
That's what I was saying.
That's what it is?
It's genuinely a lightning delay.
Of course, on our first live stream.
This has happened all summer for sporting events in this country. Like the Club World Cup in soccer, half the games were lightning delayed off.
So there's at least 30 minutes. That's a long Q&A. We got to, all right, order the food. Kelly, order some food for me. Kelly, could you get the DoorDash sent over here to the 7th floor?
Man, that battery, the phone's going to...
The rule with lightning is you at least have to wait 30 minutes.
Right.
You have to have 30 minutes of no lightning in the area. That's the standard rule, I believe. Does Jalen Carter get to come back in?
No, he doesn't.
There's a request for you to bring your mic up a little bit. You sound far away.
Who said that?
Oh, just one person in the chat, not from Will.
I've had instructions to move it up and down. Maybe I have to modulate my voice more.
Well, if this, we can get more people. Get more people in the chat now.
And also more likes. We're only 46 away from swapping seats and playing.
I'm showing everybody
ridiculous perspective.
What it looks like. All right, so let me tweet out everybody. Emergency, we'll just say emergency. Lightning. Delay pod.
Delay, yeah, lightning delay podcast.
Tricking people.
That's true. Steve's in Italy. Not you, Steve. Steve D in Italy.
What's it, 3:30 over there?
6 hours ahead, I think. 6?
No, it's 3:30. What part of Italy? Did you tell us in the emails? I missed it.
I'm sure he did at some point.
East Coast dads are very upset about this.
Yeah, well, think about the Italian dads. Like what's 3:30 in the morning?
I mean, you got to watch the NFL. You got to get it. You got to watch. I was hoping for a little bit of rain, and they were like, "No, lightning's coming in." I thought we were getting some rain.
I didn't think they were going to be showing us the Doppler just for a shower.
Well, I thought it might be for heavy rain or something. Yeah. Huge win for Pacific time here.
Oh, yeah.
Huge win.
Dude, the West Coast people loving life right now.
It was kind of cool. We were up for a 9 a.m. college football game out in Vegas. There's Big Dom. Look at Dom. Just looking like a world champion.
Boss.
Once again.
Just cruising around.
Let's see how the pros
handle it.
Filibuster.
Yeah, right.
How do you do this? Not planned for. Chris has a few human interest stories he's waiting to dust off.
Yeah.
You know?
This is where storytellers really come to the
Do
fore.
you? I have a question for you.
Sure.
I think you were tuning into a little UNC football
Yes.
the other night. Were you surprised at how one-sided that game was?
Yes. I did not expect Bill Belichick to be getting absolutely dog-walked by TCU in his first college game coaching.
It got so bad with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Based off our text exchanges, I think that's when you bailed.
Pretty much, yeah.
But with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Kirk and it was Reese Davis. They started going through like every game from the weekend. They're like, how about that Clemson game? How about that LSU? How about Notre Dame and Miami? And they start going through the games. And then they go, and Kirk's dog starts doing commentary.
I didn't see that until the next day, that the game got so bad they actually put his dog on the mic.
That one's Peter? I don't know.
Yes, Peter's the new Ben.
I'm not going to.
You don't have popular dog takes as a general concept.
That is the one thing I will bite my tongue on. Because it's just, there's no upside.
No, I mean, I think I would go so far as to say dogs are more popular than humans in America. So one thing you cannot be to have, the popular support is an anti-dog person.
And I like Kirk. I like Kirk a lot. Nice guy. It's just, he's parading the dogs around. And he had a pretty quick replacement last year. When the first dog.
I didn't realize until you said it this weekend that, that dog is just, for the college game day, is that the show that he does?
Yeah.
That dog's just wandering around.
I think that's new for this year. They just let it, whatever it wants to do.
I mean, last year was the first year I think that they made kind of a big deal about, hey, look, Kirk and his dog, isn't it a great story? Yeah. And the dog's walking around the hotel, and that's cute and all that kind of stuff. But if it's literally the entire time they're doing this show, the dog's just cruising around wherever the hell it wants, is wild.
False accusations in the chat. I'm not anti anything. I have no comment.
I'm just saying you couldn't afford to be an anti-dog person in the United States of America. So
all right,
would not be a popular position to take.
We have breaking news.
Okay.
Breaking news. Our YouTube memberships are live.
Ooh.
They're live.
Okay.
Where do you access these things? Who wants in? This is great. This is perfect timing. Lightning delay.
And we're getting very close to 400 likes on this video.
We got a lot going on here. Could you explain what it looks like? Explain what the memberships look like.
Okay.
For people here.
We have 3 tiers of YouTube membership. The details, I think, will be in the YouTube membership thing. I haven't actually seen what that looks like yet, but just from our planning. The 3 tiers. The first tier is our it's our super fan tier. It's the best way to support the channel overall. You get some loyalty badges, you'll get some custom emojis, we'll be adding more and more as we go. There's a few of them there that the producer Will threw in this chat right at the start of this thing 17 hours ago or so. There's the lightning. You'll be getting some exclusive, photos, status updates, posts, all that kind of thing on YouTube on the back end. You also get a Check the Mic merchandise discount as part of the membership. Then we have a next tier, that's our insider tier. That's where I think you start to get some of the really cool perks. We'll be doing some members-only live streams, so whether it's this type of watch-along, whether it's a different type of live stream, we'll be doing at least one of those every month for the members. We'll be doing members-only videos that are an ad-free experience, right? So if you're sick of the YouTube ads, if you're sick of the ad reads for anything, and you just want to get rid of all that, you can watch each video minus ads, excluding the actual integrated segment.
Yeah, we might have a sponsored segment within the ad-free show.
Where it's kind of literally impossible to strip the ad out without changing the content of the show.
It'll be whittled down, clearly.
There'll be no pure ad read. That won't exist in the show. Most importantly, I think perhaps, you get your name written on the wall.
Take it on the wall. If you're an insider, you get your name on the wall.
Shall I risk turning the camera to show the wall for the people?
I think it's too risky.
And that way I could also check the battery.
Yeah, you can. That's the lightning delay.
And then we have a final tier, which is the Howard Hughes billionaire tier.
I love this.
If
This
you're a
is so
fan of the
great.
show that's been listening for a long time, Howard Hughes is more importantly, billionaire idol. Right?
We already have a member.
The craziest billionaire that I've ever come across, who did things like he bought a casino across the street just so he could rip down their sign because the light was ruining his sleep. He would call up a radio station and demand that they just restart the show because he missed the start of it. So if you have that kind of cash, if you have Howard Hughes billionaire money, you get automatically entered into I'm not sure how we're doing this, but you can basically, we're going to hold a raffle, right? 2 people are going to have an all expenses paid trip to come. All expenses paid. You get your flight and your hotel is covered.
We'll see. We might cover more than the Bengals cover for Boomer Esiason. We'll see how it goes.
That's true. 2 people can come to the studio. We'll pay for you to come out here. You can watch us record, I think probably the draft, night 1 of the draft, something like that. You'll also get access to an exclusive Check the Mic hotline where you can text us and we'll reply daily. One of us will be replying daily. And then you get your own Check the Mic merch gift package. Not a discount. We'll send you just a package of stuff.
We already have super fans and insiders. We already have people signing up. No Howard Hughes yet.
We're at 400 likes. It's
we're at
time to be
400 likes.
Gandalf.
So if you want to go do the
Okay, I'll check. So, okay. Yeah, let's do this.
yeah, do the
first.
thing.
All right. So, over to the left here. I'm going to tilt the thing just a little bit. Oh, this is not going to work. All right.
While I get into position.
See this wall here? That wall on the left is going to be where the names go. We'll have a big kind of mural thing. It will be Check the Mic. Your name will go up there, and it'll live as long as the studio lives. All right, now.
Do I get to eat your chips? Because I'm sitting over here.
I mean, look, I'm not going to be able to stop you from there. All right. Ooh.
Okay.
Hang on. All right. There's Steve in the chair, and watch how comically small I look.
It's going to be an awful. I'm going to see what it looks like on my phone here. Gift memberships. People are gifting memberships? I don't even know how this whole thing works. We got some super fans. Insider, super fan.
Are you looking at what this looks like?
I'm not cut up. Oh, geez, yeah. Well, that looks bad. I'm way too zoomed in.
You see why I was telling you
can't.
couldn't do this?
Yeah, we can't. This is my normal side, too. Your chair's too hot.
Right?
It's too warm over here. Do you have a heater on your seat here?
This is what I've been trying to figure out.
We got Nate upgrading to insider here. Appreciate everybody. This is awesome. We've been thinking about this for a while. Glad we could get to the membership.
This is why I was telling you.
There are snacks.
We couldn't sit this way. It would look silly.
What are
And
these?
it does indeed look silly.
Jalapeno?
Yeah, they're good.
I have a couple.
These are low-fat ones, though. The low-fat ones are not as good.
No. Rarely.
Yeah, they're
There's
not
a
as,
little-
they're not as great.
Little thin crisp to it. Do I do a big?
Oh, you've got this again. ASMR, whatever it's called. The people that are into that are going to be loving the chip eating.
Somebody's gonna be mad. I'm chewing in their ear.
Yeah, the
but
people that don't love that are not going to be happy.
these are pretty good. Yeah.
The higher fat ones are obviously better.
Yeah. Always.
I tried lower fat ones because I'm getting fat,
Those are pretty good.
and they're not as great.
We do need some stock snacks here. And a Keurig. We do need.
No, it can't be Keurig. It's got to be we're gonna have bags of coffee.
Yeah.
stacking
We need
up the hall.
We need a good coffee, like bean grinder. We need probably some with the grinder in there in case we get whole bean.
Yeah.
With the stacks of coffee. Can't wait till we start winning bets.
That's true. We remember we were like tracking them during last season. Like we just won 3.
Yeah. We were winning them along the way.
The ones that crashed out early.
Oh, I love those. Like somebody's going to go undefeated. Nobody had that. Oh, these are a little kick to them at the end here.
Yeah.
So yeah, how bad does this look?
I mean, it looks.
Get my
again,
knees up in the
it's Lord of
camera.
the Rings, Gandalf, and the Hobbits deal.
Do we have to stay here the rest of the show?
No, I
or
think we
is
can
this
swap
the show?
back now.
Okay.
I just wanted to show people how ridiculous it would look.
Is the game back, or are we just going to watch this fumble the whole time?
No, just a fumble.
We keep watching. Miles Sanders has fumbled 7 times today. All right, getting back. So you showed the wall
Yeah.
where people like Magnus, they're going to have their name
Yeah.
up
So
on the wall. Mark, where's
again,
Harrison? Harrison signed up yet?
I think he's on vacation, isn't he? I think he was somewhere foreign.
He's not number 1. He said he would be first. Well, he was not.
He did. Yeah, so the wall will be there. We're going to put some kind of big, check the mic artwork or something on it, and then we'll start filling in and the way we also decided we were going to.
So there's like Magnus, he sent 5 gift memberships. That means we can distribute type of thing?
No, I think he's sending them to specific
We're
people.
sending them to people.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
gifted memberships to
They're
people.
not like to us to.
No, they're
Okay, I
people
got
that
it.
he knows,
That's
I assume.
awesome. That's really cool.
We will end each show. So, we do the regular shows that we do over in the set, and we'll end each show with a shot of the Wall of Fame. Is that what we're calling it? So the names will show up. Like, I've seen YouTube people where they kind of scroll, the members at the end, they just scroll up the screen. Well, instead of that, you're going to see your name on the wall.
These
That's a cooler way of doing it.
Magnus did nothing wrong. He says they auto-distribute to people who opt in for gifts.
Do you know what that's a reference to? Magnus did nothing wrong?
I don't know what that's from.
It's a Warhammer 40K reference. Lore.
I missed it.
Don't know if I agree, but that's what it's from.
Is my Giant spring training jersey has not made it in yet. I hope they send it.
It's on its way, yeah.
It's on. I'm sure they didn't overnight it or anything.
No,
I'm not that important.
God, no.
I'm lucky I'm still connected enough over there to get one, to be honest. People are asking what we're looking forward to the most this weekend. I mean, Bills Ravens for sure.
Yeah.
But there's
It's
some
a good
sneaky
week of games.
like Patriots Raiders. I was saying on the show today. I think 49ers and Seahawks is really interesting. I think
Yep.
the Monday night game is great.
There's some really good games this week, right out of the gate. Tennessee Denver is a sneaky, really interesting game.
Anytime you see the rookie quarterback for the first time, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean Cincinnati Cleveland, because do the Bengals start well or do they stink again?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh the Jets, just for the Rodgers revenge game. Giants Washington we thought could be sneaky good as well. Houston LA. I mean Matthew Stafford is
That's an
all
awesome
back.
game. Yes.
There's some really good games this week. It's gonna be fun.
I forget, it was one of the Ringer guys last year. We were like 30 minutes into the 1 o'clock games, and he was like, I forgot how stimulating this whole thing is. Like when you've got the 9 games going on at the same time, and
yeah.
you're going back and forth. Like, I'm almost not in game shape for
Right.
that. Like, how do you take it all? Because we try to take it all in as much as we can, and then go back and catch what you missed.
Overkill.
It's a lot, but it's exciting.
Oh
It's a
man,
lot.
I've opened up the door to the Warhammer 40K people in the chat.
Oh, what are we doing? What is this? I don't even know what that is. Like, if we're gonna have niche stuff, we're gonna talk like 80s and 90s wrestling, or I'm out.
Oh,
You know,
there's probably people. Those people are probably there as well.
yeah. If you have 80s or 90s wrestling trivia that you want to ask,
There might be some crossover though there as well.
really
Yeah, why not?
interesting. I mean, I've got some weird knowledge up there. NFL Network showing a replay of a game. Do you want to do that as a watch along? What do we do? What do we do now? U.S. Open women's semifinals is on.
Do we have an update? Like we've got to sometimes get the ETA of when they're coming back. Have we got that yet?
I don't know. Yeah, someone help. We could
This
watch
weekend.
the story of the 1999 Florida State football team.
Great.
You want to hear from Bobby Bowden and how good they were? Would anybody do a college watch along? We don't have great college fans in our group. Our people aren't big college fans. Sting versus Randy Savage. Did that happen at all back in probably?
Okay.
That would have been Savage NWO days.
Nate says we got a minimum of 11:15. A Braun says 47 minutes is the estimate. So
I gotta
this
go
is
to
gonna
bed.
take some time.
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. How's your battery, by the way?
I forgot to check. Let's have a look.
Look at Jack Collinsworth over there, Tony Dungy and Rodney Harrison breaking it all down.
Oh no, it's not immediately obvious from the thing. I've got to drag it down.
Don't stop it.
Okay, we're at 43% on the battery. Now it started off in the 90s, so
Oh, that's like right on pace with this delay. Yeah, we're cutting out. We are cutting out.
well, so I can kill the mics and put the power back in for a period of time.
They're saying Tarico's saying 11:30.
Oh God, the battery.
47 minutes is the estimate.
If we have another 47 minutes, the battery's not making it to the end of this broadcast.
Magnus gifted Andy Dalton a membership. So now our members are all in green.
I kind of choose to believe now that that all of the people with names from other people are the real people. Like we have the real Andrew Schultz in the chat as a fan.
Oh, for sure.
And Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton,
I mean,
our-
he's injured. He's not busy. Like Andy
He's
Dalton's
absolutely. You think Eric probably gave him the link,
yeah.
and Dalton's in. I mean, his kid, my son, Harry used to go to school with his son, Andy,
There you go.
when they were still in town. So
Okay.
yeah, we're connected. I'm sure he's here.
So this is something that we're going to have to troubleshoot at some point, is how we how we maintain power in addition to microphone sound.
Do you think we could grab one of those cameras?
In the next hour? No.
No, I mean for the next.
Oh yeah, we could do it.
we
It's a
get the
totally
mic.
different setup, but yeah, we can do it.
Man, this is fun.
I mean, let me think. If we
Steve, just go to bed, man. Steve was like watching our show at 9 a.m. this morning, and he's like
and he's still out there at 3:30
5:30 a.m. in Italy.
Let me. I'm gonna do.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to leave the chat, but
I'm gonna do a reconnaissance mission with David. I would say.
you're leaving me to be by myself here.
Well, now you've asked the question. I'm trying to see.
I forgot you're still mic'd up, so we can hear you
Yeah.
from over there.
If we took my camera here, my solo shot camera, that would be the easiest one to just drag over there. Yeah, I think we could do that.
Unplug and replug in there, and then you just
I
work
don't.
it.
You might not even need to unplug it to do that.
Oh, okay.
But yes, theoretically, unplug, plug it back in. The cord will stretch. It's the one that's got the least travel to go. Yeah, I think we could do that.
Everybody wants to do this for the Brazil game tomorrow too. Now,
Oh, look, it's the door we've opened.
yeah, we can't do this every. I mean, that's what the memberships are for. Like, we'll do some
But
some special ones.
you guys have got to show us it's worth it with the feedback.
Yeah, let us know. I mean, they got us over 400 likes.
What is the what's full recline on this? How far?
It's
it
way
said
back,
160 degrees was on the thing.
Would you guys watch if we took a 10-minute nap? Does anyone else fire off 10-minute naps like I do every now and again? Just saying. Like little recovery nap. Yeah, Jamie in the chat suggesting we have a little nap time.
We just did a nap.
Like, could you imagine like an 8 to 12 hour college football? That would be so great. We'll do a little 4-box. The TV's, it's nice, big TV right here. Little 4-box mix for college football.
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful. Good excuse. Kelly, can we do that one week? Can you let me out for a Saturday?
Never get the ad break.
Ad break.
I just hope we get the Celine Dion ad again.
I would do Monday night if you want to do this again. Monday could be good. I don't know. You don't get intense during Vikings games or anything?
Not usually. Certainly not for regular season. I don't think.
Yeah.
If we're playoff, I mean there have been some instances.
Some heartbreaks.
Brett Favre throwing the ball right to Tracy Porter.
And we don't watch a ton of games. We had that stretch where we were doing Sky.
Yeah.
And we were watching games together every Sunday. I think in the playoffs it could be good doing those, the island playoff games.
Yeah.
But
We've the chat. We've covered it. I'm not 5'4". I'm 5'11". It's proven. It's on tape. It's documented. It's in the public record.
we had Harry in the chat saying he'd be sad to miss a Saturday of football with me. I would just invite him. He can come by. Harry can come by some of the watch-alongs here.
Yeah, we know. We need. I mean, he could sit in your chair that you built.
Yeah, he could sit in the chair. He could be off camera. He doesn't have to be a part of the show, but he could hang out, watch the games.
That would be a good test of your the faith in your own construction technique. Would you trust this with your own son? I mean, if Renner sits in it, who cares? But
Yeah.
would
Trust
you let
it.
your own child sit in it?
Yeah, he doesn't weigh that much. Maybe a watch-along with us part of we could add that to the perk package.
Yeah,
The
sure.
the right game watch-along. It doesn't have to be here either. I mean,
Liam Reynolds would like to know: is Harry taller than me? He's not, but how close is he?
5'1".
Okay, we've got a while.
The things that you guys are guessing in the chat that Sam is what Harry is right now, I think.
Right.
5'1", 5'2". Harry, how old are you, buddy? It's in there somewhere. Yeah, Sam's a legit 5'11". Our last show for the old company in their studio, we got the tape measure
We
going.
can name them. It's not like.
No, that's how it goes in wrestling. Like you can't
Oh,
say
okay.
you can't say WWF
Yeah,
if you're in
the
WCW.
other people.
We should play that, like the people at the other place. There's some other people with a studio downtown, 5 minutes from here.
about 5 minutes from here.
Very close.
I think it was Mohall that sent us the ruler, the tape measure thing, to prove that I was 5'11". And
Yeah.
Up against the wall, 5'11".
It was
on
proven.
the dot.
It was proven.
Nailed it.
What else we got in the chat here? How is your name Gray Text?
I have no idea.
You didn't sign up for a membership?
No.
Which, I Am I logged in by my which YouTube account?
It might be
am I?
because I'm, some sort of owner slash administrator of the stream of the account, but I don't know. I've no clue.
We got a lot of people watching
Yeah,
for a late night for 5 a.m. in Italy.
dude, that guy, fair play.
Love you, Steve D. Always watching, always hanging out, sending in bets that we take a couple of.
I do believe that that the delay for the Lightning is going to push this into bathroom territory.
As in, you're gonna have to leave.
Yeah, at some point.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fair. We don't want to get into too much crazy territory.
Now we're reaching the people that are waking up at stupid times in the morning
That's
to watch
true.
this.
We get
Yeah.
the early AM.
I mean, at some point, Ben Stockwell is going to surface.
Ben will definitely show up.
He texted me earlier to sort of say good luck, but I won't be watching. I was like, I was relying on you to provide questions in the fourth quarter. And he said, if the fourth quarter, if I'm awake during the fourth quarter, things have gone wrong. Well, things have gone wrong. He may well be awake in the fourth quarter at some point.
I liked in the old system when he'd be waking up as I was going to bed.
Right.
On the Thursday night, he'd be waking up to grade the game because he had to wait to grade it. The suggestion is to don't forget to take off the mic.
Naked gun, well ahead of you. I'm going to drop it right over there by the door somewhere.
Smart. What were your favorite pregame meals in your playing career?
Oh, our games were almost always mid-morning to lunch. So it's just, you wake up, eat breakfast, and then whatever. You just head in.
Yeah. I don't know. Nothing comes to mind for pregame stuff. Like baseball's an everyday game, so it's not like this big.
Right.
Like if it was like once a week playing football, like, all right, I got this routine. I always eat this thing.
Also, I cannot stress enough, the level that I was playing football was so non-professional that there was no, the concept of like, what is the appropriate pregame nutritional meal? It's like, get your ass out of bed, drive yourself to the field, and try and be in vague shape to play the game. Like you're not, there's no pregame meal.
The other story that I told before, like the time that I gave food poisoning to everybody on the team, that pregame meal was pretty special. So I told that story on the pod a couple years back. But
Do we want to debut here since we're still killing time? Do you want me to tell the golf story?
Yes, we need the golf story. This is your best story.
Okay.
It is unbelievable. I don't want to talk it up, but tell the story.
Yeah. So I've recently retaken up golf after 25 years of not playing it. I learned to play golf when I was a kid. Now my daughter, Scout, is 12 years old. She's taken up golf for middle school. So I'm starting to play again because it would be nice to play with her sometimes. And so I'm relearning effectively. And but I was okay when I played. The game drove me insane, so I quit, right? But I sent Renner apparently plays off like a 1.6 handicap. Like Renner's like a scratch golfer effectively, right? Which doesn't shock me in the slightest, but he's like a legit golfer. And, even Renner's like, your swing's pretty good for a guy that just started playing. I was like, but I could play. I just stopped. Anyway, the degree to which I could play back when I was 14 is I have won a ladies golf championship back way before that was a fashionable thing to be doing. And the way that happened is we went on a family vacation to Portugal. It was one of those, villas, and it's all one big complex, and they had 3 or 4 golf courses. So, there was like a tournament one day, and then there was a tournament, and then like a barbecue at the end of it and stuff, right? So me and my dad went out and we played the golf tournament. And then later that evening, we're all at the barbecue, and the guy goes up on stage with a microphone. They start giving out awards and stuff. And they announced my mother as the winner of the ladies golf tournament, and she's never picked up a golf club in her life. So she was like, what the hell? I'm not even there, I've left the barbecue. She has to go up, accept this Waterford Crystal bowl with my name written in it, and accepts it from the man, comes back to the table. So it turns out what had happened is Mr. S. Monson had become truncated and become Mrs. Monson.
That's unbelievable.
So she won the ladies golf tournament, and she still has the Waterford Crystal Bowl in our house, which I think we should put on the desk there.
Yes, we need that on the set. This is, when you first told me the story, when we were road tripping, it came out, I'm like, this is unbelievable. How have I never heard this story?
Yeah.
What year was this?
Late 90s, mid 90s. And this was, by the way,
So you're like the 1998 women's champion.
I am like probably 90, what would it have been, 96, 97? Playing off the men's tees. I won the women's, the 96.
So it's legit.
Quinta del Lago,
Rolling.
96 female golf tournament champion.
Mr. S. Monson.
Mrs. Monson.
It's unbelievable.
Playing,
I love
again,
that.
playing off the men's tees.
I had
You
no
know?
idea that you were a women's champion.
women's
So I love that. And we should exploit that fact
Absolutely.
on the show. So please, can they mail it? You think that's safe?
No,
I doubt it.
I think we're heading there for Christmas. So I can bring it back safely
Oh, I can't wait.
after the Christmas holidays and we can stick that on the
That'll
desk.
be a great
It
decoration.
is pissing rain at the link right now.
Yeah, the rain. I mean, you can play in the rain. There's the lightning going.
I'm just saying, there's weather there.
Sure is. Man, that's why they're showing the Doppler.
Somebody was asking when the merchandise package would arrive that we've advertised as part of this thing. I mean, we're not right now. We're gonna have to take a day or two to figure out who we owe it to and then put it together. But they're pretty quick. Those things come out in a couple of days. The shipping. So week, 10 days, something.
Yeah.
ETA. I don't know.
I mean, it's just worth it for the merch, right?
Absolutely.
That's great.
A whole gift package for you.
No Howard Hughes yet.
They're saying, they're asking, was it a language thing? I feel like it was just an error, like a transcription error that Mr. S.
Yeah.
Monson became Mrs. Monson. Like, I don't think it's, Portuguese people just don't understand English correctly. I think they just scoofed.
It just looked like Mrs. Monson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's had this bowl in the house, like buried in a drawer somewhere, embarrassed. to
Oh,
put
it's
it
not out there? I thought she was proud
it's
of
not.
it.
I don't think it's on display. I did come across it, though, relatively recently.
I mean, between that and my championship rings, we got some stuff to show off. We got like a whole
silverware.
trophy case here.
I'm just saying, you're not going to find many people who have the 97 female golf championship in their back catalog.
eBay that thing. You get jerseys off, everything.
I mean,
What's
do you
going
think
on?
Renner plays off a 1.6 handicap? You think he has a female championship trophy?
No, I don't think he could win that.
I don't think he could. Well, maybe when he had long hair.
could have passed for
Yeah.
it. Oh, I love that story. That's going to be its own clip. That's going to go to social.
Sam was a woman's prodigy.
And I'm over because you like legitimately stopped playing golf for like 20 years. Like you
25.
got that frustrated with the sport.
It drove me insane. It drove me absolutely mental.
And then you were
And it
sending
still does.
You're sending clips of your swing to me, to Renner, and like,
Yeah.
hey, look, I'm like, you are really good.
It's
You
not
have a good
bad.
swing.
I can play, but it drives me absolutely nuts.
Wow.
My dad, he had
Ted
a
has
theory.
money from World War III, which is that's some news.
My dad had
Incorrect, it's World War
my
II.
dad had several theories throughout the sort of formative years. One of which though was sound, the golf one. I think we lived in a house that had like a golf club basically at the end of the street, and he was like, "Look, you have to learn how to play golf when you're 12, right? Because at some point later in life, you're going to decide whether you want to play golf or not. And if you try and take it up when you're 45, you have a swing that looks like Charles Barkley, and nobody wants that, right? So learn when you're 12 and you're like malleable and you can swing properly. And then if you want to give up the game, fine. But if you, like me, if you come back to it when you're in your 40s, your swing looks fine,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
don't look abnormal. Whereas if you picked it up now, God knows what your swing would look like if you were trying to learn from scratch. So I think that was a sound theory that he had. Now, he also had a theory that anybody watching people drive for long enough would automatically be able to just drive a stick based off visual, like mind to muscle memory. That didn't work as well as a theory. So I would say his theories are hit or miss, but that one I think was sound.
It's like drafting. You just got to know what the base rate is.
Right.
You got to know what the baseline is.
The strike rate is not necessarily great, but that specific theory I think was sound. Big Kahuna says, how awesome would it be if your daughter won a championship someday? Imagine the trophies side by side. Just a couple of ladies champions.
Just following in her dad's footsteps with the ladies championship.
Yeah. I mean, look, the Monsons are
must be so proud.
female champions, regardless of
Yeah.
whether they're male or female.
I mean, you got the Griffeys, who both played Major League Baseball in the same game, hit back-to-back home runs, and you've got you and Scout.
Yep.
Hopefully winning
Just
championships.
a pair of future female champions.
Oh man, what is this? Sam doesn't know how to drive stick. Of course he does. You do.
What? Of course I know it. You only drive stick in Europe.
Yeah. This is peak content. I agree. That's why I enjoyed it.
I mean, I don't think Chris and Tarico are talking about this.
I mean, he's got the salmon story. He's got the salmon story from a couple years ago, which was great. He bought all the fish. He bought all the fish, and
that
he had
was
to
good.
bring it on the plane or whatever. That was great.
That was a good story.
He bought, what did he buy, 20 pounds of fish or something ridiculous that he was stuck with? And he had
From
to
Seattle.
Fly it home.
Yeah, that was pretty good. He's a good storyteller, Chris.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what?
Now, he's not telling any of them right now. He's trying to talk football, but whatever.
What makes a good storyteller? You cut some corners, embellish a little bit.
I don't know how you say that name. M015T is asking Sam versus Steve in golf. Who wins?
Oh, you got me by 20, 25 strokes. I've seen one of your swings. You beat me by 20 strokes.
How bad are you?
I shoot I don't know. There's so many just bad shots in there.
I have those too. That's why I gave up the sport.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I could shoot 105 or something on 18. I don't know. It's bad.
Oren Gray is asking, can I still bust out a passable Irish accent? Not really, unless I'm talking to Irish people.
You still sound Irish to me.
Yeah, not to anybody else, though.
There's a question I don't want to answer.
The highest one?
No.
No. Steve would have to use a polo club.
I don't have a hookup with clubs yet.
I do joke consistently that you swinging a normal-sized golf club would look like, there's a picture of Peter Crouch playing golf where he's like, it looks ridiculous. I can only imagine you look like that.
I think we should get that on the wall here. That thing shows up in my life all the time.
Picture of Peter Crouch?
You send that to me every 3 months.
It remains, until given evidence otherwise, I can only assume that's what you look like swinging a golf club.
I sent you a picture of me doing that. I don't have a good pair of clubs.
Pair of clubs.
I mean, you know what I mean. I don't have good clubs. We're after 11 now. After dark. Don't know what I'm saying. I don't have clubs my size. I've never had clubs my size. I've never played enough to invest properly in the clubs, which I'm sure would help.
It's supposed to be a huge thing. Like when I got back, I was like, I'm just going to buy a set of golf clubs. And it's like, you're supposed to go get fitted and you're supposed to know what do you need, what stiffness of shaft. Golf has a horrible double entendre world of parlance.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to know how stiff you need the shaft, how all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know any of this. Just give me a set of golf clubs.
This is officially.
But apparently that makes a big difference.
It is a huge difference because I've had a lot of 6'7" teammates. 6'6", 6'7" teammates. One of them let me use his clubs one time. I'm like, this is gold.
Game changing. Yeah.
Check the mic after dark. So when did I used to say that?
When we did post game.
The post game shows. Yeah. I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Everybody, check the mic after dark. It was our first one.
People are like, I've only been in America since 2017. This accent change has happened in the last 8 years.
Oh yeah, we do have. There's some old Google, whatever it used to be called.
Yeah.
That first one.
Hangouts.
Hangouts. Yeah. You and I talking free agency in 2013. Remote from our homes. We both sounded different.
It drives me nuts. My accent changes depending on where I live, and it has since I was a kid. So I've had 6 maybe different accents in my life, and it took me a while to get the Irish one back the last time I moved home, and now it's gone again. It's kind of frustrating. Whereas my cousin lived in America for 15, 20 years and sounded the same as he did the day he left Dublin. It's I would like to be able to do that. That's annoying.
No, you need to be Americanized for the people. Don't want to sound too.
Well, it would have been. It's the kind of thing where it's I've done it the wrong way around. It was kind of problematic when we were coming up to have an Irish accent because you lose some credibility with people who already don't give you.
Now you're in. Now you think you're good.
Now I think it would actually be. I think it would be helpful if I had an Irish accent because you'd be a novelty.
True.
So I've done it backwards. What I really would have needed was to have an American accent when we were coming up for the credibility,
Yeah.
and now the Irish accent for a gimmick, and instead I did it the other way around.
Teams are coming out at
Return
11:15.
to your seats.
Get back to your seats. Their teams will take the field at 11:15. We'll give them 15 minutes to warm up. The game will resume at 11:30.
Yeah, most importantly, we're still 25 minutes away from this game restarting.
All right, DoorDash. I am hungry. We're not well stocked with snacks. We have a quarter of a bag of chips here.
Yeah, and they're fat-free chips as well, so what are they worth?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Fatless. Fatless chips.
It's no good for anybody.
Back at 11:30. Where's everybody from? There's a question in the chat. We got Chris who wants to talk to Colorado School of Mines football, who apparently won 33-31. Shout out to the Colorado School of Mines.
Naturally.
Is that Matt Patricia's alma mater? Or he coached there or something?
How do you explain, so, is that, Michael Jordan's just doing the rounds this week, huh?
After going to the UNC game, he wants to actually watch a good football game here.
Coming out of the first sort of weekend of college football, it was like, oh, these NFL coaches coaching defense in college are just going to wreck shop. Matt Patricia was like annihilating Arch Manning. And then Belichick goes out there and TCU are just like wrecking his defense.
Oh, it was bad.
What's with that?
Well, you see, Matt Patricia
Was really the brains behind the operation?
has Ohio State football players.
Ah, okay.
Bill Belichick went to UNC, and I have no idea how it's going to end up at UNC.
Right.
With Bill Belichick. And look, this is the first time Bill's had a different GM in 20 years. Okay? If you want to blame Mike Lombardi, who said, oh, we're going to be an NFL. We're going to be an NFL front office. We're going to be an NFL team. Anyway, we're going to be the 33rd team. I think what we realize, Sam, is we're the real 33rd team.
I mean, look, ours is written on the screen.
We're the real 33rd. You can't be the 33rd team, Mike. We're already the 33rd. Cease and desist, UNC. You can't be the 33rd team.
I didn't see the 33rd team written anywhere on the screen when they were playing.
No.
And getting wrecked by
No.
TCU.
Do they have their own podcast? Award-winning?
The other element.
But anyway, really quick. They had like 60 or 70 new players. I don't know how it's going to end up, but my point was going to be it's really tough to judge a college coach in year one.
Sure.
Unless you get obliterated. Then maybe there's some judgment.
Which
but
is happening currently.
yes, I'm just saying it's tough in year one.
The other factor involved here could also be there's also the chance that Arch Manning isn't good. I mean, everyone's anointing him, future number one pick, superstar, incredible talent. He might not be. He might be. It's one game,
Yeah.
You have a bad day at the office, whatever. Maybe he's also not good.
I was giving it some time. I didn't really dive in deep into last year's film with Arch because I figured
Right,
let's let him
Yeah.
play this year, and I want to see it. I don't want to overrate a couple games last year. But from what I saw, I didn't see what I saw Saturday last year.
Right.
I mean, he was uncomfortable in the pocket. And I know a lot of people are putting videos out there and like, watch this disguise, and they're taking this away and that away. But he was throwing, and I know the Uncle Rico, whatever,
Yeah.
low arm slot stuff was like pretty bad. But he was throwing laser beams off his receiver's kneecaps.
Yeah.
On shallow crosses. Like if he just completed 2 shallow crosses, that game's different. And so his inaccuracy, it was bad. I mean, he was overthrowing by 5 yards. It was what we described Anthony Richardson as at the practice, minus the good throws. Like
Right.
there was a couple good ones. There was a 4th down incompletion. There was the long touchdown. There was like 2 good throws there from Arch, and a lot of inaccurate passes and just poor fundamentals and footwork. And so,
I mean, look, I watched
great.
a few Texas games last year, and while I thought Quinn Ewers was pretty terrible and should have been benched, it never struck me that Arch Manning, when he came in, was like, this is so obviously the right decision to go with him. He's night and day the better quarterback. Like, yeah, he's got better tools, I think, and there's certainly something there. But like, I'm not seeing this. This is egregious to keep Quinn Ewers in the lineup. Like, Arch should be there. He's clearly 15 times a better quarterback. Like, this is costing them, a national championship sticking with Ewers. It's like,
yeah.
I see the potential in Arch, but I'm not seeing this superstar yet. and maybe he just isn't as good as people are talking about.
And then let's just be fair with everything. Did you see the clips running around of him playing high school ball again?
I mean, I've seen his high school tape before.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty
he's
spectacular. Yeah.
But he's playing against very small people.
Oh yeah, he was in 2A ball.
Yeah. So there's just, if we're being fair, and like if he didn't have the last name, and so if he didn't have the last name, you'd say, hey, give him some time, and he's really talented, and got to get used to the speed of the game and everything. So maybe you change the perspective with that. So yeah, it was rough. It was a rough first outing for him.
Yeah, I mean, again, he may end up being spectacular, but there's people, we shouldn't rule out the possibility that Arch just isn't as good as everyone expected him to be.
Josh Hoover, Jamie Moore did look really good. I thought from TCU. I know, I think James Foster talked him up during the preseason. Mike Renner talked him up during the preseason. I saw some light buzz from the draft community on Hoover. I thought the arm looked really live against UNC. Dropped that beautiful deep ball in early. Yeah, Hoover's got to watch. Got to keep an eye on him.
Kevin Holmes in the chat has repeatedly asked us to mention Willie Lampkin being picked up by Jeff Stoutland and the Eagles. Look, I don't know if Willie Lampkin is going to become an NFL player, but if I had to handpick somewhere for him to go, it would be with the Eagles and Jeff Stoutland.
Oh, yeah.
They've got experience with undersized centers turning out to be phenomenal football players, and Jason Kelsey. Willie Lampkin, I genuinely think, has the ability to become an NFL starting center despite his crazy undersizedness. But he has freaky long arms. Like, he can offset a lot of that. And his preseason tape was nice. He's on IR right now, but they can bring him back after, a month, and he's got a chance.
And then even as a fullback, move tight end, you want to start using him in creative ways. I think he's athletic enough to do that. And one of his strengths, I mean, he's a good blocker generally.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to mitigate the size, having him block on the move, he was really good at that at UNC, getting to the second level as a puller, whatever you needed.
It's interesting that the Eagles claimed him. It's also, I saw a few articles about this, that they kind of broke an unwritten rule to do so. Usually when teams waive a guy, it's like basically just everyone lets them.
And they're keeping him. Yeah.
They put him on IR and practice squad him and blah, blah, blah. It's like a mechanism for keeping these guys effectively. There's like an unwritten rule that you just let the teams do that, right? You don't claim that guy. So the Eagles effectively broke that unwritten rule to specifically claim Willie Lampkin instead of letting the Rams stash him.
Right.
Who knows what kind of signal is in that?
Someone broke that last year too,
something.
The unwritten rule.
Yeah.
It's not written down, so it's cool.
It's not written down. That's
Just
why it's unwritten.
all the executives. I know of at least one other team that was really close on Willie in undrafted free agency. Right. Which I'm always interested in. Like, if you love a guy that much in undrafted free agency, how close was he to becoming just a 7th-round pick?
Yeah.
If that's true, I'm sure there's a lot of people that love undrafted free agents, relative to just, hey, we know that they're out there, let's go get them. But they're not good enough to maybe take in the 7th round.
But you're also paying, like, some of these guys you're paying significantly more than, the low round picks as well, because it's becoming such a competitive market. I mean, it's a free market for these guys, which it isn't in the draft, obviously. So you're actually paying these guys significantly more than your low round picks. Like, at some point, why not just take them in the 7th?
Spitting on someone is an unwritten rule, yes.
I think it's probably a written rule.
It's probably written too.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how it's written, but I'm pretty sure that's directly against a written rule somehow. Thoughts on the new Hawkeye first down technology replacing the chains?
It was tough I only saw the results in the preseason. I only saw them say, hey, it's 3 inches short, or it's a first down, or whatever, and I never really connected that with, because it's preseason broadcasts.
Yeah.
So you didn't have 900 camera angles, you didn't have all the replays. They were probably interviewing the popcorn vendor to talk about the food that year, right? They weren't really trying to get to the answers. So I didn't have a chance when you saw the Hawkeye and then you saw the replay to say, does it look right from the eye test? I don't remember seeing any of those in the preseason.
I've just been assuming. Well, the thing is, I've just been assuming that the Hawkeye technology is giving you a pretty accurate representation of where the ball is spotted. But number one, it's the bare minimum from a technological point of view that the NFL could be doing in this area, and it's the bare minimum, and it's a decade late. Number two, it still requires the ref just arbitrarily eyeballing where the spot is in the first place. Like the Hawkeye only takes over once the guy's planted the ball in a random ass spot that he just eyeballed from 40 yards away, right?
Is the ball that you used your eye test to put down, is it a first down?
So all it's doing is stopping the guys running on from the sideline with a chain, which itself is a ridiculously archaic, and that should absolutely be taken away. But that's the only
It's a good point that needs to be reiterated. The actual mechanism is not different.
That's the only part that it's taking away, is literally just the part where they run on with chains.
Right? Or they say, you sure? Are they not saying this is where the ball was down when the guy was down?
It's the referee is still spotting it, and then they just go, instead of having the chain crew run on and go, gets for a measurement, this is the measurement.
See, that's just technology stealing jobs. That's not nice.
It's AI just running people out of business.
That's what it is.
No, because the chains are still there as a backup in case the technology craps itself.
Yeah, whatever, man.
But the point is,
there's a former chain gang guy in Division 2.
There's two elements to this, right? And they've only technologically improved one of the elements. They've improved. We no longer have to have a guy run on and then Gene Steratore wave an index card in between it and go, it's fine. Like, they fixed that part. The ref is still just eyeballing where the hell the ball was from 20 yards away and being like, that's a first down. Like, that part is still insane.
The index card was epic.
Index card is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
Play resumes. Good news. 14 more minutes till play resumes. Where's DoorDash? What's going on? Uber Eats. Can we get an Uber Eats sponsorship here? You guys just send us food, and I'll do all these. I'll do them all. Barkley just squatted 750 during the delay. Why do some people have blue stars? Those are our new members. The blue stars next to your name. We have new memberships that were just unveiled about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Went live today during this stream.
So where do you find them exactly?
I don't know the answer to that question.
I've never seen.
Our guy, though, Magnus, was directing people. I think he said something like in the top right of this thing.
Oh, and he's just firing out.
He was gifting them to people.
He's firing out gifts left and right.
I don't know. Has the number one chatter thing disappeared now that we have memberships? But Magnus has become the number one chatter.
There's no way Walt's up this late.
God, no.
No, he's an early morning
Even
guy.
though he must be West Coast. Is he somewhere west as a Raiders fan?
Oh, he's definitely.
Or is he like an East Coast Raiders fan?
I don't know. I'm not going to. Won't speak ill of Walt, who's not in the chat.
Won't speak ill of Walt.
But I think he might go to bed early.
We speak ill of Walt all the time.
A.J. Brown still doesn't have a catch this year.
It's true.
Eagles don't need him. Trade A.J. Brown?
No, I wouldn't do that.
No.
So follow the people in the chat that are directing you on how to do the membership stuff. I haven't looked at it yet because we're live streaming.
Click on join, then choose a membership level. 3 levels right now we've gone with.
Yep.
The Howard Hughes billionaire level I thought was awesome. Pretty fun.
Yep.
That was Serio's. That was Will Serio?
No, was it Serio that suggested that?
He said you're welcome earlier today. I couldn't remember if that
Maybe
was
officially
Serio.
Yeah.
I think he was at least taking credit for it.
Okay, it could well
Thank
have
you,
been Serio. I remember. I like that one.
It's Nick
as a
Nash's
concept.
buddy.
He is.
Serio. They're buddies.
The Howard Hughes billionaire tier. It gets you have a shot at becoming a part of a live show here. We'll fly 2 people out. We'll put them up in a hotel, and you'll be in the studio while we record a show. Probably draft night, I think, would be the most obvious time to do that. So we'll basically have a raffle.
I want to be clear on the memberships.
Yes.
If you don't have a membership, you're not losing anything.
No.
You're not losing anything. We're not going to do fewer shows.
It's all bonus content.
The main show is still free. Like, it's all the same. It's important to emphasize that.
Yes, it's anything on a
The
membership.
membership's just all above and beyond.
It's all bonus content, perks, or access and involvement, like your name in the studio wall. Yeah, as you said, if you're not a member, you still get the same shows 3 days a week and a bunch of live bonus, episodes that we do just for the hell of it. In addition, you're not losing anything.
Howard Hughes level, we should
But anyway,
we'll just break into PFF and introduce you to Chris or something. We could do some.
I'm not sure we could do that.
It's probably illegal at this point.
The Howard Hughes thing. So you get entry into this raffle to potentially come and see see a live show here. You get access to our exclusive Check the Mic text line where you can text us. We'll be replying to that each day. You get a special Check the Mic merch package. We'll send you a bunch of stuff. And you get all the stuff from the lower tiers as well. So you get your name on the wall, you get all all that stuff.
I just put out the troll tweet. I have some troll tweets.
You do.
A few.
You do have quite
Joe
a lot of
Milton's
trolls.
warming up. I just declared that on Twitter. Is it true? Absolutely. Is Dak Prescott also warming up? Yeah. Yeah. Just telling you. Adam Schefter carrying the NFL's water.
Shocking. What's
The
his name?
NFL, it's from 5 hours ago. He's quote tweeting Ari Mayrov from the 33rd team. So Ari says Scott Hansen confirms NFL Red Zone will have commercials in some capacity this season, which is something he has no control over. I mean, yes, Scott Hansen did not sell his own ads.
The host
on the show.
Yeah.
He said the intro will be 7 hours of Red Zone football start now. And I'm just glad Schefter came in with some added clarity. NFL Red Zone is 7 hours. That's 420 minutes. Over that time, viewers will be served 1 to 2 total minutes of ads in 15-second increments. This comes out to anywhere between 0.25%
love it, percentage.
and 0.5% of total time, considerably less than other sports and entertainment
That's
programs.
definitely the point in all this, yeah.
So I'm just Adamolytics right there.
That's crazy. Why would you make? I mean, I know why you would make.
I
that
mean,
point.
it's ESPN and NFL.
Yeah. No, I
ESPN's taken
understand why
over.
you would make that point, but it's very disingenuous and not the point at all. The point is you have a thing whose tagline was literally commercial-free football, and it's actually antithetical to the thing's existence.
No, it's just football.
And you're like, now we're just gonna put a few ads in there. And then look, here's the thing: if those few ads go quite well, and not a lot of people unsubscribe and stop watching, well, maybe we'll do a few more.
Oh, wait till next year when it goes from 0.5% to 1% of your viewing time.
And then what we're going to do is just keep doing it year on year and see where that tipping point actually is.
Then Scott Hansen's going to be just wearing like a suit from Porsche or
He's
something
gonna be,
like
no,
that. Yeah.
do you remember when Baker Mayfield was in like the full Hulu outfit?
yeah. That's
Scott Hansen's just going to be there in like a full green Hulu suit.
Listen, Scott's going to be standing there for 7 hours regardless. We might as well throw in
Might as well decorate.
Yeah.
We might as well literally advertise on Scott Hansen.
I mean, listen, would
Human billboard.
Would I wear like a FanDuel jumpsuit if they wanted me to? Sure. I mean, got to keep the lights on here.
Yeah, I mean, look, advertising is I think, it's an inevitable part of life. However, there's a degree of need that, independent, small content creators have relative to the NFL's giant multi-billion-dollar conglomerate where they don't, right? The NFL would lose absolutely nothing if they kept the one thing that didn't have ads on it without ads. I'm sure they're making a few million out of adding advertising to it, but do they need it? Is it moving the needle much for them?
It's only 0.5% of your time.
only
Why
0.5%.
Why do you even care? Why do you even care? The NFL's got to get theirs. It's fine.
And as somebody said that Scott Hansen can finally use the bathroom during the show. He can't because they're keeping him on the screen. They're muting him, but they're keeping him on the screen. He can't leave.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year when they go to a full 2.5 minute break. Maybe it's all during the 4 o'clock window. They're not going to do it during the witching hour. Now it's going to be like, here's a commercial-free witching hour. Then you get to advertise that. You get to advertise the 3:30 to 4:30 window. All right. It's 11:24. We're 6 minutes away. If you're just tuning in and just watching us and not the game for some reason.
How far through this game are we?
It's the third quarter.
How far into the third
I don't
quarter?
know. There's been 0 punts.
What does Jesus say?
It's 24-20. It's suspended. Eagles are winning by 4.
4:44. We're good.
Oh yeah,
Quite a long way through the third quarter.
This game was cooking too.
I don't know that the battery is going to last to the end of this. We might have to assume some significantly worse audio in order to make this stream last to the end.
Studios in Cincinnati. Somebody asking for some Vikings chatter.
Some Vikings chatter, generally.
Yeah, we previewed the whole game on the show earlier today.
You did, yeah. Random Vikings chatter.
Gary Anderson.
Gary Anderson. Why? That's not random. That's specifically
sorry.
pointed and unnecessary.
Randy Ratio.
Randy Ratio was correct.
Wow.
He was right. All he said was that when you have Randy Moss, you should probably be trying to force feed him the ball a lot. Which is 100% true.
turning Randy Moss into a possession receiver.
That's not what the Randy ratio is about. He was just like, if you have the best wide receiver,
That was the
in
result.
NFL.
He averaged like 12 yards a catch. Did we just have this argument?
But he also
months
cooked
ago?
during that time. Like, he was great then as well. The point was, you have the best wide receiver in the NFL. Why would you not be trying to get him 10, 15, 20 targets a game? Like, he was ahead of his time. Randy Moss was getting like 8 targets a game, but he was, averaging 30 yards a catch. And Mike Tice just said, why don't we just feed him 20 targets a game?
I will answer any 1988 to 98 wrestling question or late 90s, early 2000s NFL question. Or
Great.
college football. That's always open. I'll just say that's an open invitation. Open invitation for those. Any other Vikings chatter?
No, in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to get up, I'm going to check the battery on the phone,
And check the mic.
check the mic, and I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to come back, and then we will hopefully have football again.
So I'm on my own here.
Yeah. I mean, look, you can sit there in silence. I don't think it,
All right, here's who held the WWE belt in 1991? It's WWF back then.
Yeah. So nobody is the answer.
The year started with Hulk Hogan as the champion before a very sad Royal Rumble in which Sergeant Slaughter defeated your hero, the Hulkster. I couldn't believe it. It was all Macho King's fault.
We're down to 26% battery.
Oh, yeah, we're pushing it. Come on, let's get this game going. So Sergeant Slaughter won the title at Royal Rumble. Hogan comes back at WrestleMania 7 to win the title. He holds it all the way through Survivor Series when The Undertaker wins from Hogan. Then they make up a fake pay-per-view like 4 days later, and Hogan wins it back, and then it gets held up, and then 92 Royal Rumble, and Ric Flair wins it with the Rumble. So, there we go. Slaughter, Hogan, Undertaker for a minute. Hogan, Slaughter, Hogan, Undertaker for a minute, and then held up. Did we get it? We got it. Randy Savage, when he was the Macho King at the time. He was the king at the time. 11:27. We've got 3 minutes till game time. The Cowboys have just fumbled, if you remember that, many hours ago. Least favorite WrestleMania. Probably 9. The Vegas one. 11 with Lawrence Taylor was kind of uneventful. I didn't watch a lot like after 20 till now. Maybe 11. You'd watch a Steve Solo pod about WWF for 6 hours. This would be bad. Oh, don't make fun of my clothes, somebody. Do not make fun of. These are my favorite pants. They might show up. This style pant might show up on every live stream if we do it. You don't. All right. You don't actually have to listen to that part. Rest in peace to the Hulkster. That's right. All right. So we're in the third quarter. They're showing Jalen Carter, Spitgate, getting tossed. He's like walking into the huddle. John with Dak. I don't know what he's even thinking. Tell us analytic stories. I have no analytic stories. Sam's coming back. It's almost game time.
All right, I'm back.
You think the video is going to make it? Think the
No.
battery's going to make it?
No, I don't. But if it's 26% now, I don't think we're making it.
Do you have a
Well,
low power mode you can put it into?
There's a lot of things the phone can do. I don't know how many of them it can do whilst it's also streaming.
Did you wash your hands?
I did.
Good.
Washed and dried.
That's good. It's employees only. All right, here we go. Football's about to start. Let's go. How do you stay loose during the break if you were a football player?
Honestly, I think that's not talked about enough in football terms. Like, it is, I think, the hardest sport out there to stay kind of in correct shape.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly just standing around doing nothing. Like, you're warming up, doing nothing, warming
Yeah.
up, doing. I don't understand.
And then
how-
you have to go fast.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how soft tissue injuries are not like way more common than they are.
Kenny Clarkin on the tackle there, tackle for loss. Look at that run defense from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Or the defense is rejuvenated. I wonder if they remembered how to play defense during the break.
Maybe they spend the entire break teaching them.
Jerry said, okay, let's stop the run now, boys.
I mean, look, they may be giving up 6 yards a carry, but at least that one play was good.
It was. 2nd and 11. Just to make sure we're synced up. AJ Brown still without a catch.
Uh-oh. Blitz. Got out of it. Thrown away.
So Trayvon Diggs. Corner blitz off the edge there.
I mean, that's one way to get pressure if you're not getting it with the front four.
Cowboys look refreshed defensively. Just all looks different. So he's to the nub side. That's the tight end side. Trips opposite that. They blitz him. And not really an answer there. Hurts didn't see it. Nice job avoiding it and then turn it into a throwaway.
And stopping before Fowler got to him. If he tried to keep going, he would have gotten...
Yeah, that was pretty nimble there by Hurts. Another pressure, and he avoided it again. Now he's got some room to run. He's short, though. We're going to have the first punt. First punt coming up here. We're almost up to 500 likes.
We are. We're over 500 likes.
I'm late in the chat here.
Yeah.
Wow. Appreciate everybody. Good chat. Good show.
Is that when we have to
Having
swap
fun.
seats again?
So we have Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs both free shot at Hurts and missing. But it's still a positive play overall.
Right. But Micah Parsons was the run defense problem.
Let me fix this.
$500 likes. We swap shirts. I don't think that's happening.
Swap shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening either. I mean, putting me in a smaller shirt, though, that'd always be funny.
Yeah, it would. I would like to wear this shirt again, though. I don't think that would happen if you had to wear it.
Is this the 5 hour? How long are we going? Draft night we did some long shows.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if the Eagles defense is rejuvenated. Big opportunity here for the Cowboys after the first punt of the NFL football season. Yeah, look, everything's different. Honestly, everything looks different. No, except he's grinding. He's stealing a few extra yards here.
We'll push the pile.
Javonte is looking decent.
Yeah, he is
tonight.
He's legitimately looked like he could be a useful running back in this backfield.
That was a good block by the rookie Tyler Booker. Takes who did he take today? Took a Jomo to the ground. They're having battles here tonight.
Did you see the clip that has gone viral of Tyler Guyton just straight up left hooking a guy?
No, I did not.
Look at this.
Let me see this play. What's the play? Hold on. Play action. Quick pressure avoided. Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah, it's one way of doing it.
Wow. Just got away with that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Feels like that's a bit illegal.
Welcome, Daniel Bryan, super fan.
Super fan.
I assume that's the real Bryan Danielson.
Why not? Why wouldn't it be?
I used to go to the old independent wrestling shows when he was Bryan Danielson before he became Daniel Bryan. Just for more wrestling talk. 3rd and 1.
Uh-oh.
There's Guyton getting whooped again.
Yeah, that would have been
Really quick.
that
Guyton's
would have been
got.
a problem if they didn't have a route right.
I'm not watching him every snap, but that's 2 really quick losses in this game for Guyton so far. See it on the replay. I don't know is he?
I mean, it's an overload anyway.
Yeah, that's definitely. But he didn't block either guy.
Like they actually got lucky that it was an overload blitz because it meant they had the hot route in behind it.
And those are examples of sometimes pressure just gets negated by can you get open quickly, or do you have the concept to get open quickly?
Ironically, the blitz negated the pressure. Like if that
It
wasn't
did.
a blitz,
You're right. Yeah,
they wouldn't have had the hot route in behind it, and
you're
it
right.
would have been a problem because they also had a blitz. There was a hot route coming in behind the blitz, and so the pressure didn't matter. Right?
He's holding the ball a little bit longer, trying to let things develop. He's not throwing hot.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, that Guyton punch was
Crazy.
Ridiculous.
There's Stoutland coaching them up.
I mean, I feel like I'm overreacting a lot here tonight, but just a couple plays in, all of a sudden both defenses look a little bit more physical. Like it just feels a little bit more competitive than it was earlier in the game when things were more open. See how it plays out. Look at all those Tylers up front.
Oh,
The
the
Cowboys.
Tylers.
Oh, back screen for CD Lamb, long developing. They weren't fooled, I'm telling you. You just feel it. You know what we're due for is a little bit of a break. Going to the fourth quarter. Big night for the advertisers.
Big night.
You know?
Bonus.
Get some extra
Bonus
ads in there. Love getting extra ads in there. Where are we in the chat? Yeah, Dory Jackson's been a problem tonight.
Yeah, he has. But a big, part of that is that they really haven't gotten a lot of pressure up front either. Like, that's a relationship that needs to work in concert. If the Eagles are going to get no pressure, Dory Jackson's going to have some problems.
And when they have, I mean, Dak's doing a pretty good job navigating the pocket tonight. Hurts has been doing a really good job, not only navigating, but knowing when to run and taking advantage of poor gap discipline. Let's see. Is Jordan Davis really not that good? He's fine. Someone asked about the live PFF pass blocking grades. I don't know.
No idea.
Let me know what they are. Keep me updated.
Maybe Ben can tell us when he wakes up.
Ben, let us know what the grades look like. You up now, Ben? You watching?
Apparently Mike Tirico called Jalen Hurts Prescott several times. Nobody corrected him. That's one where somebody's got to get in his ear, surely.
It's the QB on the other team. Sometimes it...
You think Fred would let that fly?
No. Fred was the real glue to that Sunday night broadcast.
I mean, genuinely, Fred Godelli used to produce Sunday Night Football. One of the most impressive people I've come across in this whole
he's outstanding.
landscape industry, whatever you want to call it. The dude was as clued in as anybody, incredibly smart, knew what he was doing, and obviously produced a pretty amazing product.
When you hear producer for Sunday Night Football, or at least me, I'm only thinking on the tech side. Oh, this guy's,
Well, nobody really knows, what that is as a gig. And I suspect it's one of those things that, it changes depending on who's in the job and how much power they want to assume.
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, first off, he was an AP voter like yourself.
True.
He was an AP voter, but he knew the NFL inside and out because he's creating some of the stories. He's creating, where the cameras are focused and in Chris's ear all the time, and reminding him, hey, this storyline, this story, this matchup, that matchup. I mean,
right.
Everything. He is controlling and seeing the whole deal. So you have to have incredible knowledge and just knowing what you're trying to produce that week for the game. Good pocket for Dak. Oh, that's a bad one. Bad drop by CD Lamb.
That's the kind of bounce that usually ends up in the hands of defenders.
Ed Reed would have picked it off. Yeah, John wants to know why Sam's an AP voter and not me. You fighting on my behalf or what?
I
You should say, hey, you looking for an extra voter or two this year? Steve could be here.
You met our guy from the AP.
I know, Rob.
Josh Dubow.
Oh, Josh. I mean, yeah. Josh is probably watching. He watches a lot of our stuff. Josh, how do I get a vote, man?
Just saying, you could have made your own pitch,
I don't want to be too forward. It's like nominating yourself for the Hall of Fame.
Or no,
Tried that on the golf course
it's
recently.
like the Pulitzer, right? If you don't nominate it, no one else is going to. You got to put your own stuff out there.
You haven't even. I thought you were supposed to start a campaign for my Italian American Hall of Fame ship.
I'm getting around to it.
Okay. I was over there pitching. I ran into big wig at UMass Lowell. I was like, hey.
That's true.
Check my resume.
I was PFF's lead NFL analyst. You were just some dude that worked behind the scenes in the And the back
Lead
back
NFL
area.
analyst, whatever. I was the lead draft analyst, and I opted out of it.
That's your own fault. You should have made yourself a title that sounded better.
I should have. I definitely should have. We have an update in the chat that Tyler Booker has a 52 pass blocking grade, according to someone here.
Doesn't sound great.
On 29 snaps. That's like a couple losses. It's a couple losses.
Is the chat now discussing mortgages? What is happening?
I sure hope so. How's your rate?
It's actually very good because I just happened to refinance to get off my foreigner rate that they put you on when they don't have a credit history on you. Right at the time they bottomed out.
Chat's discussing that Dak either spit on Jalen first or blew a kiss.
I mean, that's quite a difference.
There's a difference. Blowing a kiss doesn't elicit a spit response. A spit might elicit a spit response.
Jordan Mailata almost just sat on the edge rusher there. That was quite an unconventional technique.
Was that on Fowler again? 13? Disappointed. No Ezeraku. Not a ton of snaps tonight, and lost contain on that one touchdown.
They're saying he spat in his general direction.
That's allowed. It's a football field. James Houston out there. Number 53 for
I think
Dallas.
that's who got sat on by Mailata.
That's who it was, yeah.
That's a big guy to sit on you.
Yeah. See, the defenses are rejuvenated, man. Nealon making plays. I like Nealon a lot. He's one of the most important players for the Cowboys this year, I think.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
mean,
keep
anybody on that
playing him.
defensive line, like
Yeah.
somebody needs to step up and be the best pass rusher that they have and be consistent.
3rd and 1. Can they stop him again? Wow, push time. It's a full yard. 3rd and a full yard. Oh, that's
I don't know if that
kind of
got there.
close. Oh, they're calling fault. Oh, there's just, yeah. Oh,
The two guys, so this is the thing, right?
Down judge is like, "Nah, I got
where's
it."
the tech? Because those two guys ran in at different places.
my eyes tell me he got it.
Well, the guy that's more jacked has just claimed the ball.
Based off where they're spotting it, that's still probably worth a measure. I mean, I guess because it's a clean full yard.
I don't think he got it. Well, my point is the two side judges ran in at different levels. But the guy that was simply
They
more
seemed
jacked.
very confident. Like he barely got it. Look where the ball is. He barely got it.
Now we're going to run the
And
tempo.
they very confidently,
Wait,
no,
there's a
it's a
flag?
flag. They very confidently like, we got it. Wow.
I wonder if
If they made it by this much, how are you that confident that that's a first down?
I wonder if has PFF does some officiating studies and stuff now, right? I wonder if they've run the numbers on whether the
I
more
was
jacked official often just asserts dominance and claims
Yeah, we did that when I
I'm
was there.
spotting the ball.
Yeah, we didn't get around to that study just
Yeah.
yet, but
I would be interested in that. I would read that study.
only soft officials call for the chain gang to help.
Well, the soft official just defers to the more jacked guy when he claims the ball.
Yeah, what do you think?
Like, I know we have differing views on where this spot should be, but you are more jacked than I, therefore you're going to spot the ball.
Yeah, wherever you want, put the ball wherever you want, sir.
Right.
What's your preferred spot? All right, sounds good. What was that number? 6.7 yards per carry on what?
That's true. Do you think Ed Hockley ever deferred to somebody else?
No.
That's not going to first.
Look at this. They're tush push time.
Defense is back, baby.
More tush push time. Solomon Thomas in there. Solomon Thomas. You don't run on Solomon Thomas and Kenny Clark. Thomas does a nice job spinning off.
Raku beating the tight end.
As Araku gets in there, there he is. It's a good play by Donovan. Tush push time? Sure is. Full yard.
Hell yeah.
Need the full yard.
Does.
They did a pretty good job the first time. They barely got it. I think they might have some
A lot of
success on this
bodies.
one.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Stuffed them.
Nah, the push got him.
The push. Sometimes it's the tush. Sometimes it's the push.
Well, this is the thing. Like,
Right?
most of the time, I think the push play works just as a sneak. Like, it doesn't need the push.
Right. This
Every
time
now
it
and
got
again-
stopped,
Yeah.
and then the push got you.
Every now and again, you get a play like this that needs the push to get.
That's
there.
where Jalen Hurts, the squats.
I mean, that's
come
Dallas Goedert. That's left cheek. Look, there he is.
Barkley
Hand-
gets in there.
Hand right up his hoop.
And then hockey.
Left cheek all the way.
Hurts squat 600. That's it. That's how you do it. What's a squat again?
I don't know. It's a lot.
Really high. I think it's time to. It's gonna take up the rest. This Navy drive, taking up the rest of the game.
Good. That might be the only way we're getting out of this without the battery running out. Devontae,
You walk me to my car when we get out of here. By the way,
I walk you to your car?
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah. Wasn't a very good one. We still have no AJ Brown catch.
He's due.
I mean, he is, yeah.
Deep ball
By
coming up.
virtue of not having one.
They're talking about the ban on the tush push. Deron Bland and AJ Brown one-on-one right now.
Ezraku.
Wow, nice
One-handed.
catch, Saquon.
Oh!
Oh man,
Stiff
get that man on
arms
the Madden
to
cover.
the ground.
A one-handed catch, a stiff arm. Man, that was sweet.
Dude, imagine what a pain in the ass it is to try and tackle Saquon because you don't know if he's going to hurdle over you backwards or stiff arm you into the ground.
Never know. Ezraku pressure.
Yeah.
Mailata looked confused, like tick late off the snap there.
Like, linebacker actually read that really well and then just got stiff armed to the turf.
You don't always see this heavy.
Oh. That's nice.
That's a good play
Houston?
by Houston. I was about to say, you don't always see this heavy of a rotation at edge for teams. But Ezraku, Fowler, and James Houston all playing on the right side. Nealon playing on the left side. Like a five-man rotation there. That's a good play. They kind of let him go, too. Miscommunication up front. Second and 14 now. A.J. Dillon in.
Oh, we can't deal with timeouts. We don't have time for that.
No, we don't.
Battery is not going to last through a timeout.
We're down to 8:26 left. They are grinding clock.
Good. We need it. We need every second of it if we're going to get out of this. The thing is, we're not even going to know until this screen just goes black.
If we disappear, it's Sam's battery. Just so you know.
Disappear, the phone
Just
hits
know
zero.
it's been fun. We're probably safe. It's been real. We appreciate all the support. Everybody that's joining us for our first watch along. It was a nice play by James Houston.
I never quite understood why Detroit let him get away. Do you?
No, I don't know. Tyler Booker has a good pass blocking grade now.
Oh,
He's back.
perfect.
I don't know, according to the chat. I don't know what happened. I think he didn't do much in the run game for them. That was a nice play.
That wasn't when he was. I mean,
No, I know, but like as just a explosive pass
right,
rusher,
as the complementary pass rusher they don't have.
he never really had a chance to be. He didn't have a ton of opportunities, but he was never as effective as that first time.
No, I know. I mean, he dealt with some injuries as well, but it
Yeah.
felt like he'd shown more than enough in various brief periods to be still there.
Willie Lampkin is on injured reserve, so he cannot come in. But yeah, Landon Dickerson playing hurt right now. Oh, I can't wait to see what they do with Willie.
Yeah.
Probably nothing.
I just want him to get a shot. When we saw, the preseason was fun enough that it made you want to go, well, what happens if he plays good players?
They're saying Shipley has a rib injury from a kick return.
Well, that would explain why Quadzilla came in.
Didn't catch that.
I love the way there's still like a mortgage discussion taking place in the chat.
Yeah, it really is. We can't charge Sam's phone because the piece that we need to record goes into the same spot.
Yeah, I mean, we can charge it, but we then have to lose
The show.
audio. No, audio.
Audio.
Like we lose the mics if we
The
try to
audio for the
charge
mics,
phone.
that's it.
So I don't know what that would sound like. Maybe it would sound okay. I mean, not okay. It might sound passable for however long is left in this game. Like we might have to pivot to that. Like is that better? Can we post a poll in the chat? Is it
Keeping the
better-
video and then,
What would you prefer, video or audio? You can only have one.
what does the audio then look like? I can't imagine the video is a big sell. I mean, I don't know about the audio at this point either, but 2nd and 14, we're back. 8:26 left in the fourth. Sam Williams in rushing against Lane Johnson. It's a good pocket, but Hurts is vacating it anyway. Throwing it away, nobody open. Not a lot from the big name receivers from the Eagles tonight. Oh yeah, they're checking out Dickerson. Dom's taking him for a walk. You know that's never good.
Can probably also get some kind of USB splitter for that, but we don't have one of those either.
Yeah.
There's probably 2 or 3 different ways we can solve this problem in the future, but for right now,
It's the worst it's ever going to be.
exactly. For right now, it's a problem.
Brett Tothin. Good pocket. They got a decision. You're at the 50. Eagles get to the 50. 4th and 4, 4th and 5. He's going for it. Now the defenses are looking better, but at least try to draw him, right? 4th and 5. That looks like is that 5 even going to be a first down if they got it? Yeah. I mean, if they drew him off sides. They get you to push territory, so it's worth it. They're drawing him. This is fake. It's fake. Man, they're punting.
Cowards.
Sirianni's punting. He got soft after the Super Bowl.
Dan Campbell would have gone for it.
Oh, yeah. We were running on 3rd and 14. We're running it twice. All right, Dak. Need a touchdown. Q4 comeback time. They have what did the analytics say there? I don't have analytics.
The Ben Baldwin bot was presumably about to spit you out an answer.
It's almost always a go.
You're right. It does appear to be very much that way.
We very confidently 52% of the time say go.
7 seconds. Recommendation, toss-up.
Oh, toss up here. Ah, the punt might make it worse here. Punt brings you to the 18? Is that where it is? 13.
It was worth plus 0.8 win percentage points or whatever. To win, you know what I'm saying. The rare toss-up from the Baldwin bot.
A rare toss-up on a real decision. Not when it's like 4th and 18.
Right. All right, let's see where we are. Battery. %.
Oh, we got this. Just no overtime.
Oh, dude, if we hit overtime, we're toast. There's no graceful way of getting back into this chair when you've got the laptop on the footrest.
So I was joking about the defenses being tireable, and somebody tweeted, ban the 2 high shells. Now listen, in the last calendar year, we've seen Mel Kiper meltdown on Shedeur
Yep.
and suggest banning 2 high shells.
That's a serious suggestion?
Yeah, I think that was, remember like week 2? I kept putting out all these passing touchdown numbers early last year. Oh, passing touchdowns way down. Yeah, they went around. They made their rounds, and scoring was down.
Seriously suggesting we ban
2 high shells. I think Mel suggested that. Like change the what defense, like Jay banned the shift in baseball, right? Banned too high shells because passing touchdowns are down a little bit, even though rushing touchdowns were up.
Yes.
And scoring was down a tick, and it caught up anyway.
Right.
It's crazy talk. I love Mel. Bad year. Bad year for Mel.
Bad year for Mel. When was the last good year for Mel?
94.
Okay, yeah, that feels about right.
Trent Dilfer thing was great. Nah, don't hate on the Godfather. He's the Godfather.
The Godfather.
Draft Godfather. Mel's board. We can do all the draft watch-alongs now.
Sure.
All of them.
This is all. I mean, this ad is just battery draining time. Like it's this. These
We got to
are
get
seconds
back. We
we're
got to
not
get the
getting
game.
back.
Got to get the game going.
Right.
Mike Garofalo's suggesting Landon Dickerson went toward the X-ray room, not just to the locker room.
Suggesting.
He said he took a left, not going right, which is where the X-ray room is.
Okay.
So that I added my own color saying he's suggesting that,
Yeah.
not declaring it. Yeah, Quinion Mitchell, C.D. Lamb might determine the game here, or George Pickens on Adoree Jackson on the other side.
Yeah. Or anybody on Adoree Jackson.
Cooper in the slot against C.D. Lamb right now.
Run nowhere.
Yeah. There's Jalix Hunt. Jordan Davis. What happened on that play? Tackle for loss, if you're catching up. We're just right here on second down. Was that on the tight end or on Steele and Booker?
The Eagles seem to really know that play was coming.
I thought Booker's weakness was the run game, even though he's known as a Bama mauler.
Yeah.
Plays like that, his zone game,
But this is
quickness
the thing
stuff.
with these guys that are.
You just assume he's a great run blocker.
But the guys that are relatively leaden-footed, right?
Yeah.
That is a bigger problem, I think, at times in the run game than it is as a pass blocker.
We said that with DeJuan Jones.
Right, exactly. You think of these guys as, well, their strength is the run game because they're slow and strong. But actually, if you're slow, like half of the blocks that you need to execute involve a quick first step.
Yes.
If you don't have that, you're screwed.
Yep. That was my thought on Booker. But the offense has been good tonight. I mean, the offensive line seems fine overall for Dallas until these last couple drives.
Somebody was asking for the Discord link. I can put that in there now. Copy text.
There's some pressure. That's the Eagles' defense. Looking much better. Swarming. Quick pressure up front, swarming on the back end. So this stunt gets home. Nolan Smith comes free. Now that's where I thought Booker struggled too. Is this against him? Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Literally in my notes, the footwork thing. So you said it doesn't show up in pass, like it shows up in the run game. It shows up against stunts. It shows up when you have to make a quick adjustment.
Anytime you need quick feet, quick.
That's where I had my concerns with Tyler Booker there. And we just saw that with Nolan Smith.
And this, by the way, is exactly the type of thing that, the athletic profile would suggest is a problem.
Right. Osiris Torrance was the guy that came to mind there. He's been a dependable starter for the Bills. He's been okay. But, he has plays like that as well. Another commercial.
Man, that's just disrespectful to the incredibly cheap rug that we have on the floor.
What do you say?
Prince is asking, did Godzilla puke all over the floor?
It's terrible.
Look, this is
a nice
Amazon's cheapest, finest rug. 2 of them, in fact. Probably down to like 8% now. Batteries are running down, times are winding. Any changes to a top 10 in the 2025 redraft?
No. Too early.
I mean, the only changes would be
yeah.
ones I would have already made.
Yeah, my
before
priors.
I saw anybody play, yeah.
What was the draft last year? Cam Ward. I'll let you know how Will Campbell went after we went to Will Campbell.
Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Ashton Genty, Membu, McMillan, Kelvin Banks, Colson Loveland.
I mean, Mason Graham's the one where I loved it at the time. And I'm 15 snaps into his preseason career, and I'm like, all right, let's see some,
Mason Graham and Ashton Genty are the only two guys in preseason that I think have been slightly underwhelming and at least given you like a couple of percentage points where like, I'm a little more worried now than I was then. I'm still more inclined to say, like, I can't find anybody else that I would want to put over those guys.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's not like anybody below them.
Right. Like the next player that I would be super confident in being very good would be Tyler Warren at 14. So you're not bringing either of him, like you're not bringing him up to 5 or 6.
Yeah. Though that was happening in mock drafts. I hated it, but it was happening.
But even, I mean,
and I think I do believe Warren's going to be a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I'm not redrafting anything different after preseason.
This is where the Eagles, I mean, their offense is built for this, right? Run it out time.
Yeah.
Dallas did a better job stopping the run on a few plays last drive. Generally, their weakness up front. Doesn't mean you can't do it. You throw it 8 in the box, you could stop anybody no matter what happens up front, or at least have a chance.
There's Jerry. Man, he must be tired now as well. Look, it's late at night, East Coast.
I mean, yeah, if I'm nodding off, what think about Jerry? He's got his Diet Coke there, though. He's good. All right. See if the Eagles can run it out here.
At least he's not worried about the battery dying.
Kenny Clark in there. Getting in on the tackle. Getting in on the tackle.
Jerry was right all along.
GIOT. Remember that was an acronym?
What?
One year. Neil wanted that as a tag.
For what?
GIOTT. Got in on the tackle.
Oh.
GIOT. It's pretty good by Dallas. Sam Williams got in there off the edge. Do you go a little play action, roll Jalen Hurts out here? Do you throw to A.J. Brown one time tonight? Give him an opportunity?
Maybe throw the ball to your best offensive weapon.
Here it is.
Oh,
Wanted it. He was running a different route.
There's surely a hold.
If I saw that right, Jalen Hurts was ready to throw a little 5-yard hitch to A.J. Brown up top, and A.J. went deep. He ran the go ball. Yes. That's not late, if that's what they're asking, right? Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was turning to throw to A.J. Brown, and he wasn't looking. A.J. just kept running.
3rd and 7.
So they did want to throw it to him.
Oh.
Oh, good tackling. Good tackle right there.
Another thing that's changed throughout the course of the game.
Dude, I mean, what?
Defenders couldn't tackle anybody in the first half.
What, didn't you feel the change coming out of the break? Like the defense had a little more intensity, tackling was better. I don't know, just felt different.
Yep.
Something happened around Lane Johnson there. It didn't affect it a ton, but all right, got another chance here for Dallas's offense. Pretty good punt. The volume an issue?
Well, I'm going to kill it entirely because I think we may have to try and run the last minute or two with regular phone microphone.
Your charger's right there. So we're just going to yell?
I mean, yeah. We're going to have to take the mics out and see what the sound is like. Maybe we don't. Maybe we'll make it, But given the pace that this thing is.
Or give it like a quick charge here during the commercials.
We're 10%. We might make it. It's only gone 5 in the last however long. 5 minutes.
We're not going live after this now, right?
God, no.
No. Gotta get home.
At some point, the next 24 hours.
Harry, you better be in bed at this point.
Gonna be a shouty show for a minute.
It's gonna be a shouty show.
Shouty show by technical necessity instead of
What does this drive do for Dak Prescott's legacy?
legacy. Yes. Legacy drive.
What does this? I'm going to ask.
All right, let's pick it up. Let's get the energy back for the last 3 minutes of the game. We got the last few minutes.
So realistically,
We got a train going by again.
this is where, like storylines for this drive. In crunch time, Dak goes to CeeDee Lamb. We know that, right? Force it to him, find ways. This is where Mike McCarthy did a pretty good job of making sure that the ball got into his hands. Shoddy was there too. They did a good job saying we're going to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb. But you get George Pickens on the other side now too.
Yeah.
Is this Pickens' time to shine and make some plays, or do you just go wherever Adoree Jackson is?
That's the way the first half of this game would suggest that should be the game plan. Like, doesn't matter which your receiver is isolated on Adoree Jackson, that's where you're headed.
So yeah, this is exciting. And then Dallas's pass blocking's had some issues.
Yep.
These last few plays here, Eagles starting to get some pressure. Dak's done a pretty good job maneuvering the pocket. And man, I'm looking forward to this final drive. Dallas did a nice job getting off the field defensively finally.
Yep.
Giving the offense an opportunity here. 3:02 left. Now, if you score a touchdown, they'll be up 3. You don't care too much about the clock. But, if you score in a minute or two, obviously the Eagles have a chance to tie with a field goal. We're back, 3:02.
Right. And, the Eagles need a lot to go right here for them to
That's a good throw.
for them to cover this line. Like, Dallas is covering and has a shot of winning.
Boy, that's right. 8.5. Eagles need a pick 6. That's a great one-handed catch.
Snag.
Jake Ferguson, just to save, 5 or 6 yards there on that throw.
Yeah.
2nd and 5. Quinyon Mitchell on CeeDee Lamb on this one. He's looking for him. He's throwing under pressure. Oh, it's in his hands. Dak threw under pressure. I think that affected the throw, and or CD was running a different route, and that ball was right through Quinyon Mitchell's hands. Didn't he only have 1 or 2 picks last year? Quinyon? Snapped early. Everything was off there. Man, everything was off.
Guyton whooped.
Guyton did?
Yeah, I think so.
What was CD doing there? That wasn't overthrown. Or that wasn't an overthrow, right?
Dude, what is with Guyton's pads and jersey set up there? What is happening?
Oh, God, yeah, he got smoked.
He's in trouble again. It looked like holding.
That held up pretty good. That's a nice catch, George Pickens against Adoree Jackson. There it is.
Hands. Strong hands.
Very strong. Wow, that's a big play. That's why you get Pickens. So 1st and 10 from the 38. Pickens' 3rd catch. Mitchell and CD at the bottom. Pickens and Adoree at the top, I believe.
Oh,
Looking for CD Lamb.
he almost had.
Oh, he's got him, and he dropped it.
Oh,
Is that the 2nd drop for CD Lamb?
a drop by CD and then a drop by Ed Reed Blankenship.
I know. The real Ed Reed never lets that hit the ground.
No.
That's a dime by Dak Prescott, by the way. Look at this throw.
Against Quinyon. It really
Man,
is.
that's perfect.
How did he drop that?
That's right through his hands, right? Quinyon didn't get his hands in there. That's perfect.
No, that's just straight drop.
What
tried
a
to
throw.
Catch it against his chest and just it bounced. Hit the nameplate, hit the chest plate.
Man, that's such a good throw.
It really is.
2nd and 10. Man, lost in the box score.
Man, the Eagles' pass rush is starting to be a real problem for Dallas.
That's a good play. Is that Cooper DeJean and Bond in there? Bond in pretty good coverage. DeJean gets in there to break up the pass. Like even the other players, pretty tight coverage by the Eagles.
Yeah.
But Dak, 40 yards on a rope. That's two pretty big drops. By
These
CeeDee.
these incompletions are not helping our battery situation.
No, stopping the clock here.
Yeah.
Can't have that. Third and 10. Good pocket.
Not going anywhere.
Zach Bond again.